Boo! Boo! Boo boo boo! Hello, 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 hello! Hejo! Hejo! Hejka! Cześć! Ohajo! Hi! Hey! Hello, hello! Dun 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 dun! It's my birthday tomorrow! It's my birthday tomorrow! I wanted to wear the hat today, so I'm sorry if it confused anybody. It's tomorrow! Tomorrow. Today it's Radek. It's Radek's birthday today. So we gotta say, everyone, happy birthday, Radek! Happy birthday! Happy birthday. How do you feel? How are you, Radek? Oh! I wish you all the best. Thank you again so much for like being a part of our mod team and everything. You are so cool and so fun. And I'm just happy, you know? Thank you! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Radek! For real. Now you need to stream more so I can end your stream in my lifetime. That's gonna be like your family tree objective to complete. Your grandchild, you know? Young grandkids on the grandchild. Grandkids are still gonna grind with you one day, bro. I put it there because it's like, it's just funny that it's there. I don't think anyone is ever gonna have enough points to even click on that redeem. But I just think it's silly. I think it's fun. You know, if you really want to, you can. But yeah. It's like this legendary quest right there. You can try, but... Hello. I don't feel any different. Damn, I feel weird today, Radek, to be honest. Because it's like my birthday tomorrow, I feel so weird. I can't even explain it. I feel like, what is time today? And like, how does time work? I have no clue. What is time? I feel like I just had my birthday like a few months ago. You know, it's so, I feel so weird. I feel so weird today, man. If I'm like supposed to be 100% honest, I feel so weird. It's weird. I can't even put it into words why and like what's weird specifically. It just feels weird. I feel like I teleported. Legitimately. Like, how do you explain that, man? I'm too hot right now. Oh, it's been like a nice day, to be honest. I think it's gonna be similar tomorrow. Like throughout Denmark, I think. Wait, what, Nomi? What happened? Is it like a new rule? Also, hello, Ark. I see your message, and I want you to say, like, I want you to hear what I say. There we go. I want you to hear what I say. I feel the same way when it comes to stuff like that, and it's absolutely okay to take some days off and like recharge your battery, you know? So it's okay if you're like busy and you're lurking and you're doing other stuff. Just know we care about you. Oh, I still hope you had fun, even though it was probably like energy draining. Yeah, Radek is still young. Yeah. Oh, 22 next week. Starting to feel old. Is this casual? Yeah, I mean, I do feel old too. I feel old too, just because it's my birthday tomorrow. It's like automatically, boom, I feel old. Oh. And guess what? I'm all here for it. If it means hanging out with our Oshi. Oh, you're so sweet. You are so sweet. You guys, oh my gosh. Wait, what? Okay, wait. Why is there so many of us that have like birthday next to each other? Like, what? So Woofy has it on the 5th. What? Radix is it today? I have it tomorrow. What? Casual? Next week? That is crazy. Yo, happy birthday, everyone. That is so fun. It's like we are celebrating together. Oh, hi, Vicaria. Welcome to a chill stream on a Wednesday. Hello. I was arranging a restaurant trip with my family. I cannot wait. And I chose the restaurant. Hehehe. I'm so excited. It's gonna be on Friday. So no stream Friday this week. Sorry. I'm gonna be with family celebrating. Oh, so you celebrate birthday every week, Casual? That is kind of whoa. That is a lot of parties. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I understand. Like from such a big event, I would probably have to regenerate at least for a few months. Where like I cannot attend anything. I also have never been to a convention or I only been to concerts really from like these bigger activities like that. I remember being so tired after. I remember also losing my voice. But the concerts were so fun. That's when I also had my first crowd surfing experience. That was so cool too. Oh man, those good days, good times. The band that I went to doesn't really do smaller concerts anymore. So that's kind of sad. They only play on like Copenhagen. You sent me a DM. Don't send me anything in DM if it's birthday related right now, Zero. I hope that's okay. When I set the date, cause like I just have such a hard time this year figuring out the birthday stuff, cause like there's so much happening. Uh, and my mind just isn't there this year. It's just I don't know. I have no clue. I just have a harder time this year. It's like I just feel weird today. It's just something about this year, man, for me. So right now I have no clue, but I don't want to like see it and then not have the real reaction to it. If that makes sense. I want to be honest when I see it, so I want to see it for the first time, so I don't want to make an oopsie. Because I know if you just send something, and even though if you put spoiler on it, like I just have the... I do click because I'm curious. And then I'm like, oh no. So I say if you could wait. But if you really want to, then you can send it. Oh, that makes sense. I don't know. You went to a dream hack and you didn't sleep for 3 days? How could you live without sleeping for 3 days? I can't even go like 24 hours. Whoa, that's crazy. But yeah, I hope it makes sense, the response, Zero. I really hope it makes sense. I'm bad at explaining. I hope it makes sense. I mean, okay, living on energy drinks, soda, coffee, it's just, oh my god, just think about your heart, man. Think about your heart. Think about your liver. I mean, if you have like vitamin pills or like magnesium or something, iron, I think that's better. Then I guess it's like a little bit more okay. Otherwise, oh my god. Oh my god, dude. You cannot live off of that too. Because like alcohol dehydrates you. That's why it's so important to drink water in the meantime and like snacks and stuff. Oh man. Or just overall, caffeine does the same thing. So if you like blend it, I can. Whoa, bro. Oh my god. Please drink water. Please take care of yourself, everyone. Please, please, please. Please, please. You need water to survive. Oh, yeah, that was the problem for the younger you. Yeah. Oh my gosh, no. No, we are getting old. We are getting old. I've been getting so many shorts on YouTube where like people jump off of a counter and then, you know, the next part is like they are ghosts and they don't realize it and they are like, God damn it. I was just one like a thing that I used to do all the time when I was, you know, when you were a teenager in the video. And then boom, they die. And I'm like, oh my god, that will be me. That will be me. And then I cry. Getting off the bed or like falling off the bed, bro. Falling off, dude. Dude. That will give you a bruise. Wait a second. Guys, it's my birthday tomorrow. It's my birthday tomorrow. It's not today. Ah! I just saw in the chat, Wolfie put happy birthday. Wait a second. It's tomorrow. Birthday, not today. Just so you. Just so ya all know, thank you. Wait a second. It's tomorrow. My birthday tomorrow. Tomorrow. Why am I the biggest troll? I just wanted to wear a hat today, man. I know it can be confusing, but you know, if you like the moment you hit midnight, it's, you know, it's technically like the same day, you know? I only felt like it was right. Oh, you guys are so cute. Oh my gosh, you guys are so adorable. No, it's good to be early on it because I do the exact same thing to my friends. I'm like, happy birthday a week before. As soon as they mention it, I'm like, happy birthday. Like, in case I forget, in case something happens, I want to make sure that I said happy birthday, you know? We will see. We have, no me. We have like an hour, 10-20 minutes left of the video. And I think that's gonna take us like probably 2-3 hours because I yap a lot and I pause a lot and I talk a lot. And I repeat myself because I love NieR. Also, welcome to NieR Day 2. I didn't even say it. I didn't even mention it at any point, man. But it's NieR Day 2. We are continuing the video. Made by Geekouter. Thank you so much again for creating it. I'm gonna paste it in the chat so we can pin it too. I don't know how to pin. Wait a second. How do we pin? How do we pin? I can't pin. Can someone pin? Thank you. Thank you. I was about to be scared. Oh my god. I couldn't pin. Thank you. It's made by Down. Thank you. So I don't know if it's gonna be till midnight. I really don't know. I was born at 4 a.m. That is so specific. If I think about it, I think like my mom mentioned to me at some point that I was also like a morning child. I don't remember how early, but I remember she telling me that like it was in the morning. Teeny tiny, teeny, teeny, teeny. Thank you so much for being here and like joining NieR Day 2. We need to set up an A24/7 channel. Dude, that is crazy, dude. That is crazy. Oh my dude, it would be just you and Teeny. Just you and Teeny like chatting away 24/7. Oh my god. Can you imagine? Oh my dude. All day, every day. Just Teeny and Nami. That would be crazy. Oh, good morning, Teeny. Good morning, Nami. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind lowering the channel point reward either. I did it for funsies just now, but like 1 point. So if you guys think that's a good idea, you know, everyone, because we chose the price together as well. If you think it's too high, we can always lower it. I'm really open to like suggestions like that. Oh, through the whole night, my mom told me, Vacaria. She told me it was like, oh my god, she was awake through the whole night and she was just so happy to be able to sleep after. And she said I was one of the most like sleepy kiddos, I would say. Because like I didn't cry, I just wanted to sleep. She told me she had like no issues at all. I was just sleeping my days away. I was happy. I always laugh at it too. I think it's so silly. Oh no, Tini! I remember you telling me that you were busy today. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Restart stream, dude. You guys would have gotten like so many pings on Discord if I did that. Can you imagine? People would be like, what is happening? Hello, Scorpion. Hello, hello. We are just chatting away. It's my birthday tomorrow. It's my birthday tomorrow. Also, I'm like, dude, my day has been so weird as well. I'm kind of still eating dinner. That's why I'm kind of just, you know, chatting away. But I will be starting the video very soon, like maybe in 5 minutes, because I'm nearly done with my food. Oh yeah, channel points don't work offline. That's true. Bro, I could do like, lower it randomly without telling anybody. For like a random 2 minutes, or maybe like less, like 60 seconds without saying anything, and then putting it back. When you least expect it. Bro! No, I can't just start the stream after you redeem end stream. That's cheating. That is true, Tini. Somehow that works. Okay. Let me... Let me... Yay! Did you see how fancy? Whoa! Whoa! Fancy! Fancy! Whoa! I know. Hello. Again, thank you. And big shout out to Geekouter. Thank you for making this video. Let me just do the sound. Wait a second, I need to unmute as well. Bye bye, Zero. Have fun at work. To be honest, that's a good question, Nomi. I really have no clue how everything works when it's like offline. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I'm starting it over at NieR Automata. I think that's fair. This is where we stop. We watch all this. We watch NieR Replicant, we watch Drakengard 1, Drakengard 3, and we had an intro.
Okay, finally, a bona fide great game with little to no notes. Yoko Taro games were always published by Square Enix, but developed by third-party studios. In the case of Drakengard 1, 2, and the first NieR, the developer was Kavia, the company to which Taro worked at the time.
Hello! Hi, Leko. It's my birthday tomorrow! Thank you so much! It's technically today, because it's like at midnight, so, you know, I accept it. But it's properly tomorrow. But thank you so much. Hi, Leko. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining the YouTube stream. We are just starting with the video again.
It was eventually dissolved, and as such, Yoko's games began to be developed by different studios under his supervision on a freelance basis. Drakengard 3 was done by Axis Games, and NieR Automata was developed by Platinum Games, which, you know, some would say have a good track record for action games, but I don't know. So yeah, this time the game is genuinely great on pretty much all fronts. Smooth and entertaining gameplay, the weapons actually work differently enough in order to be entertaining to collect them all. The side quests are a bit on the fetch this for me side mechanically, but are generally more interesting in developing its setting and characters. The OST has solidified itself from Replicant to having this incredibly beautiful and moody feel. Everything is pretty great. I'd say the only major drawback would be that the graphics looked kinda bland even for its time, and there were some performance issues when traversing the world, but...
Yeah, okay, I remember us talking about it last time we were watching this part. But what I really like about NieR Automata is because it's so gray in certain areas, and like the desert zone is like so, you know, orange and like kind of bland, you can say. I think when there's finally like moments like the lunar tier with the flowers, with the cave, that makes it feel even more special when you finally meet it, you know? That's what I like about those moments.
Cares. This was my personal entry point into this series, and I do genuinely believe it is the best Drakengard game so far by quite a margin, which makes experiencing the rest of the series kind of a downhill experience now that I think about it. But really, that's what's fascinating about the games overseen by this man and his team. They are all weird, messy, and take huge creative risks in their own ways. I just happen to think Automata is the one that did this the best and in the most mainstream friendly way. The story here is also...
There's like one thing I didn't enjoy about NieR Automata that I'm always like, whenever I replay, I'm kind of like, why? Every single time. And it's how similar part 2 is to part 1. I don't want to like spoil it too much in case you want to play it, because it's a really good game, but also this is like a spoiler stream video, so... yeah. I think just part 2 is a little bit too similar.
Best one. It's just full of layer upon layer upon layer of philosophical references, some of which are inherently baked into the internal logic of its plot. And you already know the deal. There's a lot of side material, many of which are actually unequivocally important to making sense of many crucial details in its setting, and I do believe this is a bit worse for Automata specifically because whole chunks of not only lore, but full character backstories are just missing from the game, or hidden behind a bunch of easily missable text logs or something. So much of this should have been in the original game, like say the entire backstory for this playable character that's relegated to a few entry logs for a side quest, a stage play.
I mean, okay, the only thing we really know about A2 is that she was trying to kill like a specific little zone of androids, and then she finally did it, and she's like an early model of Yorha, you know? That's what I think, like, the only thing I know about A2. That's crazy, actually.
2023-2024
That's the only thing I know.
Anime adaptation NieR Automata.
Oh, this is the anime part.
1.1a, which, while not covering everything I personally think it should, it does incorporate and centralize so much of it on a single coherent package. As is expected from this series, the anime version is not really meant to be a replacement for the story found in the game. It has some notable differences that suggest it is another canon variation to the plot of the game. Still, I think this adaptation is stellar. It adapts multiple side materials and even side quests from the game while intertwining it to the main plot in a way that's not only deeply entertaining and revelatory, but very
Because I
accessible.
haven't seen the anime, I think it's insane to see all the extra characters that like never appeared in the game. Maybe appeared as like an extra in the background and are very fleshed out now. That is crazy to me.
Anyone who doesn't feel like playing the original game while also being its own thing. It's a really rare state of affairs for an adaptation, so to simplify things, I'll mostly follow the plot and use footage.
You have to play through A2 to finish the game. So I did, but I still don't know much about her at all.
Of the anime because its changes don't really deviate too much from the game anyway, and anything that's notably too different can just be mentioned as we go along. So this time around we follow the story of androids 2B and 9S, both being a brand new model of androids called Yorha, specifically developed in order to fight back the machine lifeforms in an ongoing war. You see, after the events of Replicant, by the year of 5012, an actual alien invasion of Earth took place. The aliens found Earth populated by androids who fought back against their invasion, and eventually the aliens began to develop their own puppets, which they called machine lifeforms.
What's so crazy about it is like because all humans are extinct, like there's no humans left, they just kind of took over the whole planet. Like, bruh, what?
Ever since, androids and machine lifeforms have been fighting each other throughout the whole Earth, and the Yorha units were developed and deployed in order to aid the fighting. What these androids are told is that a small portion of humanity is still alive on the moon, patiently waiting for the day when the aliens and machine lifeforms are wiped from the Earth so they can return. The Yorha androids receive instructions at their home base in space, called the Bunker, from the so-called Council of Humanity. 2B is a battle model meant to directly engage with enemy machine lifeforms, while 9S is a
That is one of the most crazy, like when you play the game for the first time, the plot of humans on the moon is crazy. And now beware of spoiler again. 3, 2, 1. There's no humans left on the moon. And so you go through the whole game thinking that we are like trying to save humanity, but there's nobody left. Like nobody. Completely extinct. Crazy. Crazy.
His role is to provide assistance through hacking and intel gathering. They meet during a field mission to destroy machine lifeforms, and 9S specifically is constantly claiming his disdain for the machines. In his view, they have no real sentience or capabilities of complex personality development like androids do, and as such are not deserving of empathy. Anyway, their first mission ends up with fighting this huge machine lifeform called a Goliath, and things don't turn out as well as they'd hoped, so they have to self-destruct by imploding their black boxes, the core inside of them that's essentially their brain. They don't die, however. We learn from this experience that Yorha units are actually endlessly manufactured back at the bunker, and they regularly sync
Yeah,
their
okay, so
data
we
to a
finished
central
the video
server,
last
which
time
uploads
right
into their
here.
new bodies whenever they die. As
And from
such,
here we
they
haven't
don't
really seen the
remember
video later.
anything prior to their
you know.
last save, as it were, once they wake up again. Oh, they're also assisted by their own tactical support units called pods, which are these little hovering drones which speak in very robotic language. Meanwhile, older model androids not part of this fancy
Oh my god, those were
programs
one of the best companions. Oh my god. And then when we meet S2B and 9S and they both have those pods flying around, right? And then they kind of like, they are also androids, but they kind of befriend one another and they develop kind of like, I would say like a relationship, you know? Like they don't want to really, like they have to, oh man, that's also a spoiler. But at the end, those, oh my god. Okay, 3, 2, 1. At the end, those pods are the ones that kind of like collect the rest of 9S and 2B together. It's a beautiful ending, and they kind of like, they stick around for each other, you know? It's beautiful. I love them.
still survive at Earth, making their settlements, fighting however they can, and sometimes providing backup to the Yorha units. These androids label themselves as the Resistance, and once they are destroyed, they never come back. 2B and 9S are eventually tasked with investigating sightings of dangerous machines appearing in the desert ruins area, where they find a cluster of them exhibiting out-of-character behavior. Like
Oh no,
trying
never
to
mind.
nurse
We've
a
seen this
baby
part
into
as
the
well.
cradle, attempting to have sex,
I think like
and
right after
mimicking
this
the
one.
act of religious devotion. When they are about to be destroyed by our protagonists, they frantically scramble together and somehow birth something new from their remains. Something that resembles an android.
Yeah,
Fighting
because I
it,
remember
2B
talking about Adam
now
and
nest of
Eve.
its ribs, from which
But
a
something
new one is
clicked for my
born. They
brain
flee from
today that I
battle
didn't
and
mention
give
last
themselves
time.
the names of
And
Adam
it's that
and Eve.
the reason
Christian
why they
reference,
can
even
like
though Eve is a man,
continue
this is even explicitly
and in a
referenced
way
in a
like
scene.
create, you know, siblings and stuff is because of Drakengard 3. When one, the blonde little girl, had that ability. And because that sibling survived, that ability kind of like continues in only certain, I guess, androids. I'm not sure what to call them, but you know? But like Adam and Eve. I think it's kind of the same thing. They just kind of like, maybe it's like the disease, you know? The flower. Hi, Dragon. I'm so happy you could make it today. Hi.
Says it's a woman's name. Shouldn't we be called Cain and Abel or something instead?
Adam specifically is shown to be very concerned with studying, understanding, and mimicking humanity.
Humans live their lives covering up their groins, so we will do the same.
Musing by philosophical
Yeah,
concepts
also because of the
existence
eyes,
made
they both have the red eyes, just kind of like the girl from Drakengard 3. I really think it's connected, and this is how it's connected. Oh my god! Not just the flower.
To instill the same wonder on his brother.
It clicked for me
Eve, who
today,
has a
I
much more
swear.
childish and curious personality.
Like, I understood
Meanwhile,
it today,
2B
you know what I
and 9S
mean?
are deployed in further missions that clearly shows machine life forms are not inferior beings incapable of feelings and complex thought. They show care for one another, create societies of their own, plead for their lives, and create their own habits. 9S dogmatically rejects this notion, claiming they are only mimicking what they can salvage from humanity, killing them without remorse. Such stance is further challenged by the fact that they find a village made from machines that willingly sever ties from their hive mind in order to escape the war and leave peacefully, to the point where they even have a friendly relationship with the resistance androids. They have their children, develop their own customs, and
Oh
many of its
man, I
residents
swear this
adopt
is still the
articles
best
of
village
cloth or paint
ever.
facial hair on themselves in order to further emulate human culture. They even have given themselves names, the village leader being this lovely little fella named
Pascal.
Pascal. The reference here, of course, is that of French mathematician, physicist, and philosopher Blaise Pascal. Another member of the village is named Jean-Paul, and this game boss is named Simone. Simone was in love with Jean-Paul, which told her she should do her best to become beautiful. Real-life French philosophers Jean-Paul Sartre and Simone de Beauvoir were lovers. So there, another reference, and many other special machine life forms that serve as boss encounters in the game and make appearances in the anime are further named
Whoa,
after
he was so hard to fight. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was so difficult. I remember the spider. Oh my god. It's because it was a platform. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is giving me nightmares again. Oh my god, I had to restart the game so many times the first time I played it. Oh my god.
Philosophers. Here's Marx, Engels, Emmanuel, and oh, my personal favorite, Kierkegaard. Look at him being this little pope. As part of their assignments, 2B and 9S slowly but surely develop a caring relationship with one another, despite 2B making an effort to distance herself from the ever-eager 9S. They also grow closer to Pascal and the villagers, and at one point travel to the Forest Kingdom, a place where a bunch of machine life forms organized into a literal kingdom structure in search of a missing machine, and find the whole place is in shambles. They then meet A2, a rogue android responsible for this massacre and wanted as a deserter by Yorha.
Yeah, I understand they had to fight at the beginning, but I don't like it. I don't like that they had to.
Us like this. Command is the one that betrayed you.
But I understand
Wonder
why.
what she means by that, huh? Anyway, eventually Adam lures 2B and 9S into his copied city, a reconstruction of human architecture he made by himself through some unknown means. And there, he taunts the duo into questioning their respective existences and beliefs. He reveals that the aliens are already dead. The machine network hive mind evolved itself beyond their creators and killed them, continuing to operate independently, and after coming into contact with the remains of human culture, came to the conclusion humans were much more refined life forms, their goal for further evolution. That's why machines take up names from philosophers and ape human behavior. From their perspective, humans are as gods, and they are trying to retroactively shape
I
themselves.
never really
into
understood
their-
properly the alien part of the ship of this part of the game. But I guess it represents, okay, so all humans are dead, all aliens are dead, and now the disease spread further, or like, you know, infected the robots that are living in a way. Oh, maybe that's why they have personalities. Oh.
image, much like the androids.
Ah.
Christian reference to be an Adam fight, but Eve takes a mortal blow in place of his brother, sacrificing himself in the process. In the original game, this was the other way around, by the way. Adam flees and is devastated by the loss of Eve, succumbing to nihilism and going berserk on the androids. During their battle, 9S hacks into Adam and is infected by the logic virus, a virus that corrupts the data of androids and machines alike, turning their eyes red. Since 9S's data is now compromised, he can't upload it back into the bunker in order to keep his current memories and sense of self, so he must die right here before he goes berserk. 2B kills him while crying to herself, asking,
Why does it always end like this?
But turns out 9S was able to store
So
his data
sad,
in a
man,
machine
so
life form that was
sad.
nearby, so all is well for now. In the original game, this was its first two endings, flowers for the machines and or not to be. You'd play as 2B until you rolled credits on ending A and then replayed the whole thing, but from 9S's unique perspective, which is a
Yeah,
bit
okay, so
repetitive, but
here,
not
this is where we stopped. I remember now, 100%. We stopped at 9S. Yeah! Okay, we reached the moment, yeah!
The anime does a neat reference to this by rolling credits mid-episode as well. But again, like its predecessor, those are not really endings. The story continues from there. Before the episode ends, 9S has to go through a memory diagnostic due to his previous data corruption, the last step being syncing his memories to the bunker server. He notices something's wrong when doing so, and goes poking around, only to come dangerously close to finding the truth.
Led to salvation forever and ever.
In its fantastic first episode of its second core, the anime adapts what was previously a missable side quest in the game that revealed a pretty major detail about 2B's character.
Oh, a missable side quest!
Nation
Which
is
one?
2E, Executioner model. Her role is to monitor and, if necessary, terminate all 9S models. You see, 9S's by their very nature are smart.
Wait,
and
was
as
that
such,
just a
they
side
tend to always
quest?
notice inconsistencies and meddle with classified data. In order to preserve Project Yorha's purpose, any who find out too much information about it must be terminated. Unbeknownst to 9S, 2B has been trapped in the cycle for far too long. NieR always tampers with classified data at some point, is always detected
Oh,
by
this is
command.
why she said, why does it always end like this? Oh, in the first, it's everything's clicking in together, man. Everything is connecting. Crazy.
And 2B is always
The aliens made the machine life forms, and the machines killed the aliens. Okay, so then all there was left was like the machines that got created by those aliens, and then because they're like the aliens were working on or freezing the rest of humans, you know, are like those are their like that is the reason why humans were gone extinct, right? Like the aliens had a reason why. And because they were kind of I don't even know if that was experimenting. I don't want to say it was because I'm not sure. But they were definitely doing stuff which caused the robots that they created to have human personalities. I think that's how it goes. I think. Because they are still connected to the shades, I think, as well. Maybe. Are they connected? Leko, are they connected? Shades and the robots? Or Shades and Alien? Huh.
ordered to murder him
I
and
actually
delete
don't
his
know.
data before a blank backup slate is uploaded to his new body. This has happened 48 times by the start of the story. But there is hope this nightmare may finally end with the death of Adam and Eve, which were key units in the machine lifeform's chain of command. The enemy appears to be in disarray. The androids decide this is the perfect chance for an all-out offensive that could be their final battle. To be in the newly formatted
Oh, that
NieR
was a
are no
scary
longer
part of the
there.
game
The
right
operation
here.
begins. However, something unexpected happens. Yorha androids begin to exhibit glowing red eyes and
Yeah, no, that was crazy. You had to go through the whole city and fight both Yorha and then also robots. And then those groups were so close to each other that at some point you could basically just like, you end up attacking everyone because your moves are so like jumpy, you know? That was crazy.
go completely
That must have been
berserk, both
low
out
key.
in the field
That must have been so difficult playing on like a higher difficulty. I can only imagine. Holy moly.
and at the bunker.
I only
Since
play on
only
normal and
Yorha
stuff, you know?
models are affected by this, NieR and 2B quickly surmise the bunker server has been infected with the logic virus, and all Yorha units have been infected through syncing their data with it. All except NieR, who conveniently forgot to do his syncing by complete chance. All Yorha androids succumb to the virus and kill each other, except for her duo. That is until 2B catches it as well. A dying 2B, trying to control herself, is found by A2. 2B pleads the deserter to kill her, while NieR approaches and, not privy to this request, witnesses A2 kill his beloved as the ground around them collapses to
Man, with like no time to even explain what just happened and why she did it. And she did it because she asked, you know? Otherwise, the virus would have spread to the rest and to 9S. Oh my god. Oh my god, my heart in that moment just sank to the floor.
a massive tower-like structure.
And then that
Yorha
structure
Type
reminds
A
me of
number 2
Drakengard
was
City
among the
now.
very first Yorha models sent on their first deployment to Earth, known as the Pearl Harbor Descent. 16 units were supposed to land on Hawaii in order to destroy an enemy server residing there, but unexpected enemy anti-air defenses intercepted their descent and destroyed 12 units. The remaining survivors joined up with a local
Huh?
resistance
Wait, what? Wait, this is not the beginning of the game. What is this? Huh?
group and resumed their mission. Through their
This
trials
is the
and
manga, I think.
tribulations, the androids from both groups bonded, but only tragedy awaited them. They suffered heavy losses in infiltrating the enemy base, and once survivors finally reached the machine lifeform server, their shared network revealed the truth behind their mission, while forcing them to fight their comrades' corpses. Yorha Command never expected them to survive. It was an impossible mission from the start, intent on throwing their early models into a highly dangerous situation in order to collect data for an improved next generation. They were expendable sacrificial pawns from the very start. A2 and Lily survived, the latter becoming a
Okay,
leader
okay,
of
okay.
the
We
resistance.
learned that, but like very differently in the game, but it's kind of like the same lesson. That is crazy. Okay, so they basically found the factory.
The former
Yeah.
roaming around killing machines indiscriminately. A2 wakes up on the machine village, having been saved by Pascal. Despite her enormous reservations,
Okay, and now we are back to the game lore. Whoa.
to
Okay.
accept the machines on the village mean no harm, and actually starts to care about them, witnessing how Pascal teaches their children about the concept of fear and how it's supposed to be used in self-preservation. NieR wakes up in the resistance camp. Unable to let go of his rage against A2 and the machine lifeforms, he goes to the tower for answers and finds out
Okay. Seeing Popola and Devola being kind and nice, knowing what they were doing in Replicant, is crazy. Because they are technically doing the exact same thing the moment they rescue NieR. Insane.
that in order to access it, he must look for 3 keywords stashed at 3 other facilities called Resource Recovery Units. As he does so, the machine network,
Oh, I didn't like that
represented
part
by
of the
these
game.
2 red girls, toy with his mind and taunt his rage, revealing bits and pieces of the truth.
It just took so long to climb up the tower that you needed to go. Oh, there were so many levels to it and so many puzzles too. It just took forever. Otherwise, it was nice. The boss fight was really cool.
To him. Meanwhile, Pascal's village comes under threat from hostile machine lifeforms, and A2 helps defend it as the situation escalates and an outbreak of the logic virus start to infect androids from the resistance. It is discovered the infection route is from the children of Pascal's village, who were sent to the
Oh,
resistance
this is
camp.
also where my heart was breaking for Pascal, bro. They finally like had friends, you know, and they exchanged like they could travel to each other and like the gear and weapons and all the other stuff, you know, just trading. And then one day she, like Pascal, they visit the place again, the resistance. Everyone is dead.
Camp for protection. Pascal goes looking for them, finds out they have cannibalized each other out of fear, a concept he taught them. He embraces the children as he self-destructs
Wait.
concept for them. Finds out they have cannibalized each other out of fear, a concept he taught them. He embraces the children
Yeah, no,
as he
yo.
self-destructs. And A2 is forced to kill.
Yo, oh my god. Okay, in the game, after seeing what happened in that moment with Pascal, they decided to like ask for help from us. And there were like kind of like 2 options to it. They wanted to reset their memory, or you could also say no, or kill them. So actually kind of like 3 options. But they didn't want to remember this moment at all. And if you did that, then Pascal would just lose their own personality, you know, and who they are through everything, because they didn't want to remember the village at all. And that moment broke my heart as well, because you had to kind of decide what is the best outcome for Pascal. And yeah, no, that was really hard for me.
Infected Lily. The local resistance camp is destroyed. Pascal's village is razed. An increasingly erratic NieR is now in possession of all 3 keywords and enters the tower, with A2 soon following. And there, they finally learn the truth about their existence, Project Yorha, and the war they've been fighting this whole time. The truth of the meaninglessness of it all.
That was insane knowledge. It's NieR through the tower. It was learning about it. And the small girls were
Year
basically the virus
4198.
that you just saw in the background.
Humanity was confirmed extinct. Only androids were left, and they began the Human Heritage Restoration Management Organization in order to preserve whatever information possible from human history. By 5012, aliens invaded the Earth, and androids have to shift their focus to fending off the invaders alongside their efforts to preserve human history, leading to the creation of the army of humanity. Emil, still alive due to his body, began dividing himself into thousands of copies.
Oh, okay, this is the continuation of lore from NieR Replicant, and we finally hear more about Emil, which is after NieR Automata, and I guess in between, maybe.
And machines. This process diluted his memories, and by the time Automata takes place, the Emil we find is one of the later copies.
Oh, it's
who barely
before.
remembers anything. Around 5,100.
Oh, it's because he split himself so many times. Wait.
Thousands of copies to help fight the aliens and machines. This process diluted his memories, and by the time Automata takes place, the Emil we find is one of the later
Oh,
copies
to
who
help
barely
fight the
remembers
enemy.
Around 5,100, the army of humanity began construction of a storage facility on the moon, installing a server containing all information about humanity they could gather for safekeeping. For the next 5,000 years, androids strengthened their defenses, built orbital facilities in space, and continued to battle machine lifeforms as appearances from the actual aliens got more and more rare. The machine lifeforms proved to be formidable foes, evolving rapidly and forcing the androids to come up with new solutions to keep going. At an orbital facility called The Lab, research and development on new ways to combat machine lifeforms were underway.
Okay, so this is the
Project
background
Yorha
story for where their like the base was and where they got fabricated, you know, like fixed as well. Ah,
first resulting in androids with improved capabilities and durability due to their black boxes, which are nothing more than reused machine lifeforms cores. Year 11,000.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
The lab's chief of research and development, an android named Xenia, oversees Project Yorha and its androids, treating the latter as his own children despite their expandability. Two prototype Yorha androids in particular were closest to him, number 2 and number 9. Android morale
we never
was
heard
sharply-
about this character in the middle. Also, cheers! I have the water, but it's strawberry water. Strawberry. Thank you, Lucy. I honestly, yeah, I never heard about them before. Like the person in the middle. Never.
declining due to the absence of a human race to even fight for. So Xenia came up with a solution that became part of Project Yorha, to spread and perpetuate the lie that humanity is still alive on the moon, waiting for the android's triumph, by repurposing the moon storage facility into a fake humanity headquarters that would periodically broadcast transmissions to the bunker and Earth. Xenia, however, discarded this idea, as maintaining such a massive lie forever would be an impossible task, and deleted the files outlining the plan. Number 9, however, was able to...
Oh, wait a
recover
second. Okay, Ileko is saying the aliens came after Project Gestalt/Shades, so it's the same thing. And that the disembodied human souls separated from their physical bodies during Project Gestalt to escape White Syndrome on Earth.
This part of the lore is incredibly important, and as usual, is nowhere to be found in the game. The short story that tells us all this was a stage reading that was part of a music concert in Japan in 2017. But in keeping with this video being more meaning than just lore, we need
Okay,
to move
wait.
on.
Okay, so my question, right? So when you go into the alien ship, you saw in the video, right? Like there were kind of like those blocks of kind of looking like humans, but like frozen humans. Was that the physical, or was that the soul? Like, what happened to the soul? Like, I don't have the connection yet. I don't understand that part. Because, like, what happened to it after? Because the moment it becomes, like, a shade, they turn... Oh, that was the soul, right? Shades get created from the soul that is left behind, I think. But they were also soulless? I don't know. Wait, no, I don't have the connection. Wait. I'm confusing myself. Shades had no souls, and that's why they got created. And that's why there were so many of them. Because none of those people in Replicant were actual people. None of them had a soul, right? I think I will have to read upon it now. Like, actually, low key. I don't know if I missed something about the lore here that makes it connect. I understand why the androids in Automata exist, because they got created by the aliens, but I don't see how shades connect to Automata right now. And like, what happened? Hello, Nitro. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to NieR Day 2. Hello, hello, hello.
Tangent now. Friedrich Nietzsche was a German philosopher during the late 1800s who became one of the most influential thinkers of modern human history. He was particularly concerned about nihilism, which is the idea that the world around us and our existence itself lacks any sort of inherent meaning. A particularly famous quote from him that gets passed around in popular media almost constantly is from his 1882 book, The Gay Science. And yes, stop your giggling. It's the original meaning for the word gay, meaning joyful. You've probably heard it already. God is dead, and we have killed him. This was a statement summarizing the cultural and philosophical crisis going on during his lifetime. In a period fresh
Okay, it's
out
getting
of the
real
Enlightenment,
deep
the
right
focus
now.
on
I have to like really
empirical
listen.
Thought and development of science had opened the door in Europe to more widespread acceptance of a lack of belief in God and Christianity, which he considered the main pillars of meaning people held on to in the Western world. As such, by rejecting God, people killed him and were left devoid of meaning. If there is no God, no higher divine power to guide morality and purpose, then nothing anywhere has any inherent meaning, and this led to nihilism, which he considered one of the greatest problems humans had to face before growing further, as the absence of meaning leads to despair. In case it's not obvious already, Nietzsche's ideas are intimately engraved into NieR Automata's plot. I'd argue in pretty much this whole series.
Oh,
But
okay, so if there's no meaning, it's like, is it worth continuing and moving on and working towards something when there's like, you don't have a goal, you don't have a meaning, you don't have anything that kind of pushes you forward? And it can be really hard to do that. And then what happens if you think one thing and that motivates you, and then you remove that thing, and then your whole world shatters because that was your belief that kind of pushed you forward towards different things that you enjoy maybe these days, right? That is true. I see that really well. Both in Replicant and in Automata, definitely 100% in Automata with the moon. But in Replicant, I see it too with the sister. That like you're working towards trying to like find help and heal and find an antidote. But in reality, it's not even possible because she gets like replicated, you know, like copied all the time. And it just repeats like a circle.
Is the one that
and then you have to find a new
use in
meaning.
references to it. And when hearing this stage reading, I couldn't help but be reminded of one concept of him in particular, the eternal recurrence. Imagine, if you will, this little hypothetical scenario. What if one day, in the dead of night, when you were all by yourself, a demon appeared in your room and revealed to you the ultimate truth of the universe, that the world repeats itself over and over, eternally, that the universe will one day reset itself, and the life you're living now will happen again exactly as it did last time in a preordained fashion, and there is nothing you can do about it, as you will have no memory of the previous cycle. You will experience the same joys, the same sorrows, make the same mistakes, feel the same regrets, only to do it all over again and again and again and again. How would you react to this revelation? Would you curse the world and the God that inflicted this upon you? Or would you accept and find meaning in it anyway? Upon finding out the truth, Number 9 snapped. He set fire to the orbital station.
I think I would have gone crazy. I think actually, to be honest, for me, I would have gone crazy. And I would have just like basically crazy. I was crazy once. Look me in the room with rats. Rats, they make me crazy. That would have been me. The ending in Cyberpunk, where, you know, we have the dice and you get experimented on. It's kind of the same thing he's talking about. Like, I would go crazy. Just kind of like you do in Cyberpunk, you know, at the end of that ending, you do go crazy. Because there's no way you can live through the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Insane.
In several of the other prototype Yorha androids, but not before making some adjustments to Project Yorha and sending its data and blueprints to be automatically carried out by the Moon server. Project
Yeah, that was my ending the first time I played. Yeah, oh well. Oh well.
now produce Yorha androids and carry out the deceit of humanity's survival, just as planned, but a secret backdoor was programmed into the bunker server so it would be vulnerable to an attack from the machines close to the project's completion in order to destroy all Yorha androids. All
That
traces of
android
the
right
project-
here in the corner, she had one of the cutest side missions ever in the game, where you had to kind of go on exploration, take different pictures and send it to her. And then at one point, you could give her a flower. It was so cute. It was so, so cute. And she had a crush on someone else here, like a different Yorha unit. It was so cute.
Project would then be
So,
purged
so cute.
from existence, only for the whole thing to start over and over and over again.
そうやって僕たちはアンドロイドのための神を
And so will create a god on the face of the moon for us androids. Through this, the automated production of Yorha units will give birth to our god.
そして
And then, us Yorha units will truly have a god worth dying for.
殉教するんだよねえ2号僕はこの計画を夜波計
Okay, so no two. Okay, I think no. I had to like realize he's talking about 2B. No, 2. I think I called this plan Project Yorha. Please. No. 9. Okay, 9S. You have gone mad.
Number 2 struck number 9 down, but by then, it was too late. He'd already put the plan in motion, and everything would happen according to his specifications, including the fact that future Yorha models of number 2 and 9 would be built to have the same appearance and personality as their originals, and number 2s would be destined to kill 9s just like this forever and ever. To number 9, God was meaning, something that gave him and his peers purpose for existing despite being expendable.
Man,
combat
and
drones.
every time he will go through the same existential crisis when trying to find more about the world, about the, curiosity. He's built with like to be good at information and like collecting it all, And then realizing that your whole world is a lie. And then you get attached to B because you're programmed to also like protect her. But then her objective is actually to end you the moment you find out too much. Like, bruh. And you cannot say anything about it, And it will always play the same way because you don't remember. But you will know it because the programming, like, will act the moment it happens. You know what I mean? Like, it will happen
was
every
made from
time.
the core of their very enemies to fight for creators that were long past. If they had no reason to live, at least they could have one to die for. His god, his meaning, was in the eternally unavoidable, predetermined struggle. He took Nietzsche's little parable of eternal recurrence and made it physically real. Like, holy shit, this should have been in the game, Yoko! Meanwhile, the machine share network kept evolving, but they were still under the prime directive of their alien creators: defeat the enemy. The network came to the conclusion that in order to fulfill this directive and preserve their continued existence without falling into contradiction, they could never annihilate the androids completely, as to always have an enemy to fight against. So they purposefully caused deficiencies and diluted their evolutionary vectors by allowing singular individuals to break out of their network. Along the way, the network came upon data from
Oh,
other
that is crazy. That is crazy, Wolfie. Okay. I see. That is gonna be fun. Let me just open it. It's drawing time. I need to set a timer for it as well. Give me a moment. Drawing time. Hehe. Wasn't it fun last time? I swear. I swear. Thank you so much for redeeming it for the first time. I really appreciate it. Huh? Let me give you 60 seconds and we're gonna do 10 words. I think that's because I wrote like 10 minutes, but I'm not sure how long each thing is. So we are gonna be able to test it now, today. And then for next time I will know how many rounds is 10 minutes. Okay. Let's do this. 10 words, 60 seconds, general. Let me. Do I have an image? Yeah, I do. Haha. And this is the one. Boom. Okay, can you like chat for a moment? I want to see if it works down here in this little corner. You should be able to like be right there. Yeah, it works. Haha, nice. Okay, are you ready? 10 rounds. Are you ready? Okay. So the word is gonna be behind the emote in the corner over here, and only I can see. So you're gonna have to guess. And sometimes it's 2 words, sometimes it's 1 word, and it has to be spelled exactly, and it doesn't tell you if you're close. It doesn't inform you. So you will just have to spam and keep trying, and the moment you get the word, it will show here that you've got it. Okay. And it's only Twitch chat, I'm so sorry. YouTube chat didn't work. Okay, ready. Okay. You know what I mean? And then it's like, and then usually it's like do. And then you have like, oh my god. Oh, this is so bad. And then you do this, and then it goes tick, you know? So that's what it does. And it's like one. Yeah, it's a click. You click once. Let's go. Okay. Wait, let me do like this. Sorry, bad circles. And then you have and then you also have oh my god. And then you have this, and then you have that. You know what I mean? And then you have this, and then you have that. This is really hard. I need more time to draw. No, not cookies. And it's like one. I made it bad. It's, oh man, I don't have time to fix it. Oh man, oh, it's so bad. No, it's so bad. It was an hour. Oh no. I got stressed. Okay, It's my bad. It's like 1 hour, so it's like 1 p.m. and then it's like 2 p.m. But I made the lines bad. And I couldn't draw 1, 2, 3 because I didn't have time. I need to increase the time to draw. But that's what I meant, like 1 p.m., 2 p.m. Next time I'm gonna focus on like 1, 2 and specifically show 1, 2. Okay. Ooh! This one should be easy. It's kind of like this. Kind of like... Oh god. Okay, I'm drawing on mouse. No judgy. No judgment. You know what I mean? This is so bad. This is so bad. How are you supposed to know what this is? Okay, I'm trying. It's kind of like that, and then you can have like square, and then it says TV. It says TV right here. Okay, I feel so bad. We are gonna play this again. I'm gonna restart because we need more time. I need to account for the delay as well. Oh man, it's okay. I'm sorry. I will quit. I'm gonna start again. Let me do 90 seconds. This should be plenty. Okay, I'm sorry. It's my bad. I'm restarting. Okay. It was couch. Okay. And then you have like stuff, and then you can like... It's not the only thing, but it starts with M. It's one word. This is kind of that's a tablet. Okay, that's a tablet. You can also be a phone, and then you all have like this all stuff here that you can like, and then you could like this is stuff. And you can read, and you can scroll down and up. You know what I mean? Like, what could it be on the phone? You have a phone, you have a tablet. What can it be? It's really close, Nomi? With apps, you were really close. What else could it be if not apps? It's like you go on a specific app, and then you can do things on it. And there's multiple different apps. It's a hard word. Not Messenger? No, you guys are really close. But it's really hard to draw that stuff, man. It's media. Like different apps, you have a profile, you scroll, you like, you click, up and down, profile. I try to do kind of like different stuff like that, like media. Because then sometimes you have like music, other times you have like an ad here, you know, other times you have to click on the menu. And it's just media. Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay, that's why we have... No, it's okay. We have a lot of time now. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna focus. Oh, man. Okay, wait. Let me just... And then... Okay, focus on the brown. And then eventually... Yeah, something with a farm. Yes. What is on a farm? What do you have on a farm? No, not sand. It's because, okay, I was supposed to draw like pumpkins or something. Imagine this is like pumpkin. And pumpkin grows in... Oh, it doesn't have to be pumpkin. It can be carrots as well. Carrots? What do they grow in? It's not mud. It's not... Yes! Yes! It's soil. You have to put like dirt and soil, and then it can grow. Good job, Nitro. You've been guessing the words, man. You've been guessing it, bruh. Close, Leko. Really close. Compost, really close. Soil. Okay. Oops. Uh, okay, does anybody remember? Yeah, good job. Good job, Wolfie. Wasn't that good? Wasn't that a good drawing to represent? Right, right. I'm telling you. Good job, good job. Okay, this one should be easy. Let me make it a little bit easier like this. And then yeah, good job. Yeah, there's like 14 seconds delay. But we have 19 seconds. So not 19, 90 seconds to guess now. Because I changed it. So the delay shouldn't be that bad anymore. I just have to remember to have that time always. Okay. You have... Okay. Oh, god damn it. There we go. Okay, and then you have... Okay, what is that? What is that word? And it's specifically... What is the word? Yeah, Nomi is still in the first place right now. Oh, this is... Okay, this one's gonna be difficult. Let me do it like... Like this, I think is gonna be fine. And then, boom. And then, oh my god. You have like... Okay, and then you have... Oh my god, I don't know how to draw. I don't know how to draw this. I just know it's... And then it's like a box, kind of. Okay, I don't remember. And then it can sometimes be like red. And then it says, there's like this little toot sometimes. And then grass goes everywhere. Oh, yeah, guys, grandma. If you think of grandma, how is it spelled? Grammar-wise? How is it spelled? You guys need to spell it right. Really close. It just needs the spelling. It's 2 words. Damn. Wolfie would have had it. God damn. Close. It's 2 words. It's okay. That's the thing. Sometimes it can be so hard to know. Okay. Nah, different one. I don't like this one. Okay. Oh my god. How do you do this? Like this, I think. Yeah! Okay, this is like text. Do you know what I mean? No, 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 no. Think about this. What is D&D? What is D&D? D&D is... D... It's really hard to do this. I'm so sorry if it looks so bad. D&D... Close. Nitro, very close, very close. Think about it, think about it. What is D&D? What is Dungeons and Dragons? What is it? It's you have dice and stuff, you know, you have dice. No, close. It's a campaign. D&D is a campaign that you play. It's a tabletop campaign. Really close. Really, really close. Yeah, no, it's a campaign. It's an RPG campaign. Oh, do you want to play a campaign in D&D? Hello there. Welcome, welcome. Wolfie redeemed drawing time, so we are drawing. And once we are done drawing, we are gonna be going back to watching a video. Okay, are you ready? This is... Okay. It can be... Okay. You have to think outside the box with this one. Like, outside the box, I really mean it. Okay, so you have small, you have huge or like big, right? And then in the middle, you have, this one is really hard. And then what is in the middle? Oh, close. Okay, it doesn't start with M. That's the thing. It doesn't start with M. Not size. No, not medium. A different word for medium. A different word for medium. It's basically, that's what it is. A different... Yeah! Average! Let's go there! Holy moly! Okay. This one should be a little easier now. Oops. Let's do it like... Okay, I can't draw straight lines, okay? Don't judge me. And then you do... Hey, good job! Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And you usually have Saturday, Sunday off, so it's a schedule. So you can schedule things for every day. Really close. Okay. Do you guys want to play one more time? Or should we go back to the video? You guys decide. If you're having fun, we can do one more round. Because they are just joined. And I think it's fair because they are only played twice, like 2 rounds. One more. Got you, homie. Okay. Hey, good job, everyone. Scoreboard. Nami won. Dare is just behind. So the next round is gonna be hella juicy. Okay. Nami, Dare, are you guys ready? Let me do this one, and I'm gonna do 10 words. It goes fast, actually. And let's say thank you, Wolfie, for redeeming drawing time. Okay. Like this. We have to be a little creative right now. Oh my god, why is it so hard to do this corner? Okay, that's fine, that's fine. And then you have, you know, like, you know? Oops. You know what I mean, okay? And then, you can find like, ooh. Actually, no, it's usually gray. Like, ooh. And then sometimes you can find, you know? And this place is something with a C? Something with a C. And then you have like oh, close to C? Dude, oh my god, you guys are so close. It's hard. This one is difficult. This one is difficult. It's a seashore. I wouldn't even think of it if this came up. I wouldn't think of it. I would think beach. I would think sand. I would think crab. But it's a seashore. That was nice guessing, though. I see you here. Okay, wait. I don't know how to draw this. I don't know how to draw that. Oh, this one is easy. Okay. Don't judge. Okay, do you see what this is? Actually, no. And then it's about this. This right here. Right there. Yeah, Wolfie! Wolfie was the first one! I was trying to draw bracelet to show wrist, that it's like your hand wrist. Because the bracelet is on hand wrist. My birthday is tomorrow! I'm just wearing it today because I'm excited, because it's my birthday. Haha! Technically at midnight it's my birthday, so technically today. But it's tomorrow. But I accept happy birthday regardless. Thank you! Thank you! Thank you, Moxie. Ooh! Okay. Okay. Let me do like this. Okay, and then this can be used in... Yeah! Good job! Okay, 3, 2, 1, next word. Ooh! Oh, this is gonna be hard. Okay. Oh, you can't tell what this is. Imagine a lot of them, okay? You have to think outside the box again. A lot of these. This is Lego, okay? Let me just make it easier. This is Lego. and then... You know, oh, this is so bad. You know what is? What do you know what this is? You know what this is. And then you do... Bang, and then it says... Ow! And then... and then it says, ow! And then it's painful. Oh my god. That was the first thought I had. Dude. Okay. This is actually, oh my god. Okay, it's kind of like this. It should be the same on both sides. I don't know why it isn't. And then. And then it's about what's inside. What's inside. Yeah, good job. It's about water, but if I just drew water, it would make no sense. So there has to be like a water bottle. There has to be a water bottle. No, this one is gonna be hard too, I think. Okay. That one is realistic. Okay, focus time. And then sometimes you can do... Yeah, there you are insane. You and Wolfie are going hand in hand right now. Oh my god. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Oh no, this one is hard too. I'm sorry, but like sacred? How am I supposed to draw this? I have to be realistic for myself as well. How do I draw this? It would have been a church, but it's so hard in 90 seconds. Hard word. Okay. Okay. So you have this. And then you can also have... You know, the difference between these two. And then you have... And it's about... It's... Yeah, Wolfie, yo! You have a house, and then you also have apartments. Yeah, that was good. I'm actually impressed. That was really fast too. That was really, really fast. Good job. That's the end of drawing time. That was awesome. Wolfie just stole the win at the end. Legitimately just stole it. But Dwami is still the one that has most points here. But Wolfie is, just thanks to this game today, on second place now. Look at this. Look at this, Wolfie. Look how close you guys are. Wolfie and there. Look at that. That's insane. That is insane. Okay. I will see you on the next drawing time. The moment you guys redeem it again. Was that fun? I think that was so fun. And it's so easy to set up too. Yeah! I mean, now you guys know that it's there. I also made it a little bit cheaper. A tiny bit cheaper. So we can have it more often. So whenever you guys want to play it again, you just redeem and then we can play. Okay.
Quantum servers like
Oops. Yeah.
the one Kaine
There we go.
destroyed back in the game. And mesmerized by human history and culture, the network evolved once more to develop an ego of its own. The Red Girls. The Red Girls accessed information from the failed Project Gestalt and Project Yorha, thus formulating its final plan of action for sustaining an eternal war against endlessly reproducible androids, using their endlessly reproducible machine vessels, all the while cackling at the despair inflicted upon the collateral damage this causes. As both NieR and A2 climb the tower, the red girls waste not a single opportunity to fuck with their minds, as we learn the pods for both are somehow communicating and sharing information for their respective masters. NieR's pod is increasingly concerned about his deteriorating state of mind. After fighting clones of 2B made by the red girls just to rile him up, NieR loses one of his arms and replaces it with one of 2B's, knowing full well this would leave him vulnerable to logic virus infection.
That is insane. That whole moment that he did right there, that is insane.
The red girls have a disagreement inside the machine network. One believes their next course of action should be to abandon Earth and look for a future elsewhere, while the other wants to destroy the human server on the moon to further drive the androids into a corner and increase evolutionary pressure for the machines. This signifies a divide on the machine hive mind, and so they settle it by attempting to forcefully delete one another. Eventually, both A2 and NieR finally reach the top of the tower, and despite attempts by A2...
Okay, here I had such a hard time deciding, like, who should I be on the side on, first? Because you could choose both to be, like, on NieR's side and be on 2A's side, and that was so difficult for me.
To reason with him, he no longer cares for peace. Now infected by the logic virus, NieR orders the pods to cease all activity until they confirm the death of either combatant. In the original game, this was the final battle, and deciding which android to play as would result in ending C, meaningless code, or ending D, childhood's end.
Yeah, and you had to go back and do it twice, and then choose the other side. That was, oh my god, I swear to you, that was so hard to do. Because first you go on, like, let's say you choose NieR, and then you see him win, and then on the other time you have to, like, defeat him, and you see how sad he is. I didn't like it. I like NieR, and it hurt my heart to have to, like, defeat any of these two.
Defeats NieR, destroys the red girls, and the tower collapses with her. In D, NieR defeats A2 but impales himself on A2's sword. As he lies dying, he's presented with a choice by Adam and Eve. The tower is actually a huge cannon, and while it can be used to fire artillery, it can also fire what they call an ARC, a memory unit of some sort containing all the data they could back up about machines, androids, and humanity.
Oh my god, this is, oh my god. This is basically also reminding me of Soma. Because in Soma, you also have an arc that you have to kind of like deliver. And it's also representing the same thing. Whoa!
Of their existence that shall fly through space.
That is really cool.
In hopes of one day finding other life. You get to choose if NieR wants to make a copy of himself to go with them or not. After firing the arc, the tower collapses. Now, after going through both those endings, you get ending E, the end of Yorha. And good god, to me that's easily one of gaming's best moments from the last decade. NieR's pod, 153, interrupts the credits stating Project Yorha is reaching its conclusion. Thus, data erasure for each remaining Yorha unit is required. However, Pod 42, 2B's, and later A2's pod refuses to delete their data, openly stating its desire for their survival despite going against the project's protocol. A shoot-'em-up segment against the credits initiates, a defense program purging the data it needs to purge.
Yeah, no, this was one of the most beautiful parts of the game too, because the pods also got attached in like personality and, relationship with NieR and 2B. And kind of became humans, even though every human is extinct, They had like humanity in them.
Their journey and interactions with the androids has made a low-level system such as them somehow develop a conscience. The chiptune version of The Weight of the World plays on the background. You fight against the credits, but no matter what you do, their offensive gets too overwhelming, and you simply can't get past Square Enix's Business Division 4 on your own. You eventually die. The game asks if you wish to connect to the network. The music changes to its original orchestration, playing over its three languages, English, Japanese, and
Then
a made-up
carrying
angel
the
image.
weight
You
of
die
the
another time.
world.
The game asks if you accept
Doo-doo.
defeat. You repeatedly die, and each game over screen is filled with messages from other
Oh, and those are other players, man. And it's other players that played the game and then decided to leave a message at the end of their playthrough for you to find it and give you hope and then help you finish the game as well. That is one of the most beautiful moments of any game I've ever played. Like, that beats anything, any ending I have ever experienced on anything. Like, and then you think it's over, and then you see all those players, you know, and all the names, and then you can choose to continue or to give up. And every time you click continue, there's just more people there to help you, you know? Oh,
Do
man.
you think games are silly
So beautiful.
little things? Do you admit there is no meaning to this world? Give up here? If you choose no to this question, you receive an assistance offer from another player that's been here before. Now you have other little ships at your side as the song in the background crescendos into a core version. Each time you get hit, data from another player helping you is said to be lost.
Oh,
You
man.
persevere, because now, with the help of others, you are able to beat the overwhelming odds and finally finish the game.
You delete other players' data the moment you get hit, bro. Like, other players give their own time, you know, data, their own playthrough, just to help you out. That's insane.
Ah, chills. Literal chills.
The pods have survived the data deletion after a suicide attack that happened off-screen.
Yeah,
You find
Leko,
out
to answer
they-
your question, whenever I played NieR Automata, and each and every single time, I fully commit to doing as much as I can through the game and then deleting the whole thing and starting again. Like, I don't mind. If that means I can help somebody, you know, when they play their game at the end and I can support them and be there and help them experience it, I don't mind. I'm gonna delete it 20 times, you know? Because I'm all for it. I really want to, like, I love the whole concept. I love what it represents. I love the way it's built. I love the music. I love the composition of everything. I love that it's basically the credits at the end of the game, you know? And you still have a chance to try, even though the whole world makes no sense and it lost the whole meaning, you know? We keep fighting and we keep trying, and together we can do anything.
They have somehow rebuilt 2B, 9S, and apparently at another location, A2. If they manage to wake them up though, thus breaking the cycle of Project Yorha and the Machine War, is left ambiguous. Until another one of those stage reads confirmed 2B and 9S did wake up, but whatever, really, no time for that one. After that, in true NieR fashion, you have the choice to delete your save data in order to help someone else once they reach the credits, so your name can turn up in there, and hey, don't you dare say no, you heartless bastard! In the anime, things go a little differently. After a fierce battle, A2 defeats 9S, and she's the one who receives an offer from one of the red girls to board the Ark. She accepts it, the tower collapses, and the pods retrieve 9S's body. Like in the game, the credits start to roll, but are interrupted by the pods. Pod 42 refuses to carry out the final phase of Project Yorha, and 153 is reluctant. What follows is an awesome rendition of the off-screen suicide attack mentioned in the game, or, you know, at least a version of it technically, because it's another continuity, and you know what? No. I think this is what was physically happening during ending E of the game as you were fighting the credits. Lord, technicalities be damned, that's precisely what Dan Olson was talking about.
I believe the appropriate
Oh,
for situations like this is
I never seen this. I am really excited.
suck it.
Ah, chills.
This time around, the two pods bravely fight a major battle against all others. And just before they reach the ones they were trying to save, they collapse from their sustained damage. No regret in their actions, because it was a success. 2B,
Oh my
9S,
god, they sacrificed themselves for 9S and 2B just to continue and continue their own belief. Oh my god. that they learn across the, the journey, the game. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. And it's in between when the credits are rolling and they are also fighting for their own life and they are fighting against all the other pods that are from like the spaceship, from all the other Yorhas. Oh my god. Until the last second, they try their best just to do like, survive. So 9S and 2B survive. So like even though they have barely, like, let's say they are living on 1% of power, they are still trying to, till the last millisecond, to make sure 9S and 2B wakes up again, That is crazy. That is crazy.
The cycle is broken. The title screen for the episode flickers into a new title for this new ending. And in a final scene, A2 is shown to have been rebuilt elsewhere by someone else. But let's
Oh, and
keep
there's
that
a lunar
later.
tear.
NieR Reincarnation was a mobile gacha game. I say was because the servers have
Oh,
been shut down.
okay, this is my unknown territorium. Territory. Territory. Oh my god, English. Oh my god. So I think, Leko, you're gonna know the most about it here, to be honest. I barely know anything about this app slash game. This is very exciting. Okay. I need to go to the bathroom. Please forgive me. I'm gonna play something sick for you though. Sadly only on Twitch, I'm so sorry. I mean, not play anything. Yay! And then one more time. One more time. Okay, I'll be back. Bathroom time. One more time. We are back. I'm back. Hello, hello. Hello, Sheen. Hi from Japan. Hello. Hi from Denmark. I'm from Denmark. Representing Denmark. Welcome to Denmark. Hello. Do-do-do-do. Thank you so much, Nitro. Hello, hello. Nice to meet you, Sheen. Nice to meet you. You can call me Nate if you want to. I sadly don't speak Japanese, though. I just wanted to let you know, sadly.
2024, and as of this writing, there is simply no way of playing it. You'd be forgiven for thinking this was just a cash grab project that's not supposed to be important, but this is Yoko Taro we're talking about. Reincarnation is NieR 3 for all intents and purposes. Its story deeply important not only as a sequel to Automata, but for the overarching universe of Drakengard. Not only is the main story enormous, but the nature of the game as a live service meant that it was constantly being updated with new side stories, crossover events, logs, and such.
Oh, and it's canon too.
And despite some fan projects to preserve it, most of it has gone up in smoke. The only way to experience the story for now is to watch Buffmeister's uploads in his YouTube channel of the main story segments. Without their work, this video wouldn't be possible, and I also use their The Movie edits for NieR Replicant and Automata, as those are games I've played but never got a chance to record footage from. As such, there's a whole plethora of additional context to this universe that has been either lost or is so scattered between wiki entries and fan efforts.
Oh, thank you so much, Sheen, for joining Twitch as well. That means a lot to me. Thank you, thank you. Welcome to the Twitch side. Thank you so much. I really hope you enjoy your stay.
To compile everything into a video would be a fool's errand, but we can make do with the main story, starting with its first season, The Girl and the Monster. It starts as a mute little girl in a black dress wakes up in a mysterious, empty
I'm
world.
curious how
She
much I
is
remember.
approached by a ghost-like figure who introduces herself as Mama, explaining they are in a prison called The Cage. Mama instructs the amnesiac little girl that she must enter these
She's
scarecrows
basically the main character that you run around with. And this style is basically like every cutscene has this style to it.
You will experience stories that are being corrupted by some malevolent force. She needs to correct all of them, obtaining the weapons that contain those stories, and if she succeeds, all her memories will return. And that's the basic game loop, which is typical of these gacha games meant to engage you for as long as possible and pressure you into spending money to hurry things along. You reach those scarecrow checkpoints, experience a part of a story starring a particular character, you fight whatever is corrupting that story from playing out, rinse, and repeat. Each story has a bunch of characters with their own little arc, so summarizing
Oh, this one? The one that you just saw? I played that one through, actually.
So I'm gonna focus on the main narrative happening in between those, okay? As the girl clears out scarecrows, she spots a weird monster that seems to be following and/or
I'm sorry, I'm eating
By the end of it all,
tuk-tuk.
She finally reaches
I forgot I
point
had them on the
where her
table
memories
next to
return.
me. You know
She
the
was
tuk-tuk? The one that I had last time, actually? Because I still have them, right? I didn't eat all of them. So I was like, oh man, I forgot I had them. And now I'm munching.
actually a monster, a dream eater, who ate the dreams of a little girl dressed in white so he could become human. The monster in turn assumed the form of the girl, and the girl became a dream eater herself. The monster, remorseful, claims he will make the girl human once again. We then get to the second half of the season, which shows the period in which the monster, named Lavanya, was at the cage looking for a human whose dreams he could eat in order to become a human himself.
Okay, this I never
That's
played.
explained away as just being the nature of dream eaters. Guided by another mama-like entity named Carrier, he meets a girl named Fio, who's plagued by nightmares and agrees to let Lavanya eat her dreams, unaware of the consequences. As they go around the cage, clearing scarecrows and giving shape to Fio's dreams, Lavanya and Fio
But
inevitably
dreams like that
bond
were
despite
never
the former's
included in any of the previous games, so why is it now, like, important, the dreams part?
efforts to remain
I don't understand
attached and standoffish. In the final stretch, Lavanya finds himself without the girl by his side, and the final scarecrows are actually Fio's own story. Her life was miserable. She was born in a nation that had rigid social strata, where those at the very bottom were branded as goats, wearing a black collar around their neck to
Oh, that is so
signify their
cute.
status.
Teeny was here at the beginning of the stream, but Teeny is busy today. So they actually did say that they are going to be watching the VOD later. So if anyone here wants to say hi Teeny for later, he's going to be really happy. Teeny's going to be really, really happy. We love you, Teeny. We love you. Happy watching VOD. Hope you enjoy the VOD.
Her
Hi,
parents
Teeny. Wolfie
fought
says
constantly
hi.
due to her father losing his job. Her father attempted to beg for his job in the town guard back, but was struck down in response. When she ran to tell her mother, she found her in the arms of a lover. They ran away the next morning, leaving Theo completely alone. By orders of the government, the land of her house was to be turned into a garbage dump, so she was kicked out with the warning and to tell her mom in the instantly due to her father losing his job. Her father attempted to beg for his job in the town guard back, but was struck down in response. When she ran to tell her mother, she found her in the arms of a lover. They ran away the next morning, leaving Theo completely alone. By orders of the government,
What the
land of her
hell?
house was to be turned.
Okay, so their dad gets captured. The mom is already with someone else. The child just is being left behind. Just there to kind of like survive on their own. That is terrible.
Into a garbage dump, so she was kicked out with only the clothes on her back. She died alone, in the streets, starved.
Yo.
It's Theo's final dream, and unaware of how exactly he would become human, is transformed by Carrier into a copy of
Wait, is it her final dream because she's about to die? Oh.
Turns into a dream eater. Enraged, Lavanya fights and kills Carrier, but nothing is solved. He is then approached by Mama, who says she knows of a way of restoring Theo's original form. Lavanya needs to retrace his steps on the cage, losing his memories and voice in the process, only to regain it gradually. He chooses to turn Theo into a human again, and Lavanya also reverts to his original shape. They rejoice at their reunion as friends and turn into weapons that Mama carries to another Mama, saying they've succeeded in restoring many memories, including those of Lavanya and Theo. They
turn into weapons. Oh. All the weapons that we use in all the different games, especially because you have to collect so many weapons. Oh. Reincarnation is about weapons and what they are and how you make them. Oh. So basically, when you die, your soul is used to, your soul and your memories, are used to transform you into a weapon at the end. But it happens in the dream world, but it's not really a dream world, it looks like.
Carriers claim they must gather all the stories and fly into the sunset, ending the first season. And until the second, and personally the one I enjoy the most.
So we're gonna find out why they collect people's memories / souls and make weapons out of them.
The game, the sun and the moon. Yuzuki, a Japanese
I mean, I guess I know, because that is the only way we can fight against shades, and we can fight against all the different enemies that we have, the robots and stuff. But we don't see any of the mamas anywhere in the other games. So do they only work with this and then go back to the work, or just disappear, or this is giving me too many questions.
By another ghost calling herself
Oh, the continuity.
Mama. She instructs him on how to enter the scarecrows and repair the stories. And while doing that, he notices the moon at the sky appears to be broken. Mama explains that in order for him to go home, he needs to gather Luna fragments and fix the moon. At the end of each batch of scarecrows telling a story, Yuzuki finds a bunch of piled up TVs that show him his own past, after which he gets a Luna fragment. Yuzuki's past, much like basically everyone else's in this story, was one of hardship. He was a bright, albeit lonely, student at his school, pouring incredible effort into his studies with the goal of becoming a doctor in order to help his sick mother, who spent her days at a hospital bed. Before the divorce, his father physically abused his mother so severely that she can no longer stand, requiring constant care. Yuzuki visits her
The
every day
stories
after his
of these characters remind me of stories from to be honest, like Drakengard 3, because they are so extreme, you know? Like, he's not afraid of using all these, like, themes of it in that way extreme. Wow, okay.
Part-time jobs
Very
and
interesting.
completely neglects any other aspect of his life, earning the reputation of a lone, arrogant honor student by his peers.
I like that they
One day,
took it from
the
that game and
doctor in charge of
continue
his
it.
mother calls him to explain that her congenital heart condition is getting worse, and the only way to save her would be a transplant. He decides he will donate his own heart for his mother.
It's his fault.
What?
It's all his fault.
Mama explains that fixing the moon will not only allow Yuzuki to go home, but give him the power to change the past as well. He keeps on going through other people's pasts and then his own. In his apartment, trying to force himself to swallow the pills, he got a call from the hospital. His mother had passed away. Only pure hate filled Yuzuki at that point.
Oh my
If
god.
only he was never here. If only.
Yuzuki collected all Luna fragments. He fixes the moon.
Tell me, Yuzuki. How do you want to change your past?
I want this.
And we change perspectives for the second half of the season yet. This
Ah.
time we're in the shoes of Hina, another Japanese student who wakes up in the cage. She's accosted by a ghost who calls himself Papa, and he guides her to do the same things Yuzuki did, but this time it's in order to get soul fragments to fix the sun. Hina's life...
Okay, so instead of the moon, we have the sun now, and before we had the girl that had to fix herself. So we have like those three now, okay?
You wouldn't know it at first. She was a popular, sociable student that was always helping others and going out with her friends. Simply a facade, however, as her home was a small, cramped apartment where she lived with her depressed, unemployed, alcoholic father, drowning in debts she helped pay by working part-time. Her parents divorced, and she had a sibling who went to live with her mother, while she chose to be with her father. Her mother's spending had become reckless, and that pressure eventually broke her father into abusing her in return. After the divorce, her mother took everything and left her father a
Oh
broken,
man, this is
desolate
also very
mess.
tragic.
Hina
I
did
mean, of
not
course,
tell her
this
father, though.
reincarnation, so like you are reincarnating. But it's so sad. I hate this. Oh my god. I always get so upset when I hear things about that, you know? Like I already like automatically in my head I'm like, oh my god, I want to help you, I want to support you, but then what do I do if it's just a character in a story? Like you can't be there for them, you know? And it's like it's so hard. I want to help this girl in the game, in the movie, in the video right now. I want to help her. I want to give her a hug, and I want to tell her it's okay. Oh. Yeah, it deserves to be released on console and PC. Oh my gosh, Leko, one, thank you so much for being in this stream today for so long. Like, I am so grateful, and it's been so fun to, like, you know, the drawing and overall, like, chatting about NieR because you played it, and I'm really happy that you're here and you had time to be here. And that kind of goes to everyone here, too. Thank you for being here and having time and stopping by a random Wednesday stream. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Was that in order to make ends meet, she worked at night as a drug dealer. Eventually, someone at school recognized her during a stint, and word reaches the principal. She was suspended and lost a job offer she had from a good company upon graduation. Returning home crushed and humiliated, she found her father hanging from a noose. Only hate filled her heart.
If only she was never here.
I'm really sad that none of these stories are gonna be like, this will become lost media at some point, you know, because you're not able to play this game and these stories at all. And eventually, like, you only have like videos of it left, you know, and maybe like some sort of emulators and things. But it's really sad that it is not on PC, because the stories are worth telling, and those stories are still meaningful, you know, for so many different people. And it's sad that it's not available anymore. Oh man. Oh, that's actually really, really sad. Oh.
If only.
She collects all soul fragments, fixes the sun, and is about to declare how she wants to change the past.
I want to.
It's the same.
So the time has finally arrived, Hina.
Yuzuki, it's time for your wish to come true.
Back to Yuzuki. He wants to save his mom. He gets treated to a nice little delusion where his mother is still alive and everything is well, until she's murdered by Hina, his older sister. Hina wants to save her father. She gets her own little dream world where her father is still alive and healthy before being murdered by Yuzuki, her younger brother. Yuzuki remembers his sin. He went to visit his father in order to inform him of his mother's declining health. Hina
Oh my god. Oh, they should have just spoken to each other, man. I didn't know they were siblings. What the hell are you doing, man? Just talk.
visit her mother in the hospital to inform her father took his own life. Yuzuki's father said he's glad his monster ex-wife is about to die. Hina's mother says she's glad her monster ex-husband died.
This is too
much. Finally.
The
girl snaps.
Yuzuki killed his father and staged it to look like suicide. Hina filled her mother's IV with poison, killing her. Mama and Papa inform each of them that the stories they have witnessed always featured characters whose souls were opposite to each other, souls from the sun and souls from the moon. Through miscommunication and lack of honesty, their stories always ended in tragedy. The sun and the moon merge into an eclipse as the siblings meet. From my
Oh, and they
footage,
finally
you
took
choose
it
which
out, and
side
it ends with them just hurting, one another. Oh my god. And then living in that misery because they did it. Oh my god. Oh my god.
to play as. Yuzuki may fight Hina and win, dying while cackling he had his revenge, and vice versa. After going through both endings, a third possibility shows itself. They choose not to fight. They hug each other, sobbing as the sun and the moon explode in the sky. They come to terms with their sins and forgive each other, apparently never to leave the cage. Mama and Papa receive a message at their smartphones. They are
Okay. Wait,
congratulated.
no, I was about to read. Well done, you two. Glad to see you completed your mission. Though I must say I did not expect you to sympathize with them so much. You realize that very much against the rules, right?
They are congratulated.
Yes, we know. We are prepared to accept any punishment. No, that's all right. Disposing of a couple underperformers won't have any impact on our plan. Actually, plans. Our testing is complete. A path can be opened by causing the sun and the moon to overlap.
By a job well
At this
done.
point,
And unto the last season before the congratulated,
and let me hear what he's saying now.
they are congratulated by a job well done. And unto the last season before the game shut down, the people and the world.
Oh, Leko. They are talking about the part that you missed because the game shut down. This is the part now. It's starting now. I just wanted to let you know, in case you're lurking. It's starting now, so you don't miss it. Oh.
Nani?
Oh, by the way, they've dropped the English dub for this last season for some reason. I can only assume low player count or something. Anyway, this time around, we are actually following the characters from all the stories we've seen up until now. They wake up inside the cage, away from the scarecrows, and with their stories, their memories, restored. Not understanding anything that's going on, they are greeted by a big hologram
Okay,
of
so
Mama
that's
who
all the
says,
other characters that went through. So the whole season. Or like seasons. Oh, you played this. Oh, never mind.
there's no time to explain. They
thought you
need
meant
to
you
follow her
didn't.
instructions
I misunderstood
because
your
the
other
cage is under
message.
attack from outside enemies. And sure enough, an attack occurs. The platform they're standing on collapses and they are forcibly separated in groups. Mom explains they must walk around the cage, get into these cages instead of the scarecrows, and see the truth by themselves in order to build the resolve for the coming fight. It is an interesting scenario because these characters were previously all sealed off in their own little stories, and now they have to work together, their personalities sometimes clashing or synergizing into dealing with their own little arcs, and that just drives home this game's and, in fact, one of the whole series' core themes, that through building relations with other people, we become more human, and an apparently soul-crushing existence becomes a little lighter, a little easier to deal with. All of these characters' stories ended in tragedy of some kind. They've experienced deep sorrows, traumas, and all have their own insecurities, their reasons to give up and walk away from it all. But through those interactions, they actually help each other out in dealing with their demons, letting go of their regrets, and accepting their reality. The reality that they are not humans in the strict sense of the word. That this area they're in is a digital construct. That their stories, their memories, are only data. And their
reincarnation is just like a in-game system, and that system is the way that they basically create weapons and give them like different abilities / personalities. But everything just happens inside of a computer, and then you just fabricate it, and then you have a... Is that what it is?
Is trying to delete them. Mama manages to get all the characters in one place, and they are attacked by a being that resembles the Mother Angel all the way back from Drakengard, and even attacks them with the power of song. After defeating the beast, they are uploaded into Mama, and we finally understand how this story takes place in this universe. Mama is actually a pod, and the cage is the human server on the moon, containing whatever data...
The Mama are pods? Oh my god, I have to like, wait, no.
A pod, and the cage is the human server on the moon.
The cage was the server. The cage that you go through like up and down through the different stories, it's like, oh my god. They also never mattered.
Containing whatever data could be salvaged from human history and culture. All these characters are recorded data from people at different points in time of human history, meaning all over the Drakengard timeline, including alternate branches, as we can see from the fact that Yuzuki and Hina come from the modern world of Tokyo, a branch where the Red Dragon never fell. The human server is under attack from someone down at Earth, and Mama's designated android, 10H, the sole Yorha android tasked with protecting the lunar base for hundreds of years, is lying unconscious outside, having been infected by whatever virus is attacking the cage. While her body is unsalvageable, Mama manages to back up her consciousness data, and 10H hurriedly explains that she knows all of those characters, as she spent her time watching their stories inside the cage to stave off boredom. She actually came to care for them in a parasocial kind of way, and now they must get into cyberspace again, get inside the network connection that's linking the Earth and the Moon through a satellite, and find their way to Earth to fight the enemy. Instead of the scarecrows or the cages, now they hack into the satellite server, and 10H uses Yuzuki and Hina to do this. In this server, they get a history lesson about the dragon.
Okay, so they are trying to hack into the server and the satellite so the info can be sent back to Earth? From the moon? Or at least to the base? Like the station that they have.
Their timeline, even encountering versions of themselves from this branch as part of the Crusaders, teams routed up by the Hamelin organization way back to fight the Legion. Eventually, 10H has to hack an infected portion of the satellite server herself and falls prey to the infection, succumbing to her previously resolved feelings of loneliness and betrayal. Yuzuki and Hina manage to make her come to her senses, and they continue their mission. At the end of it all, Yuzuki and Hina learn a harsh truth. They've been played by their mama and papa into doing an eclipse, which is an action that opened a digital pathway between the Earth, the satellite, and the moon, allowing enemy viruses to sneak in and begin this whole mess. They
so they can infect the moon. Oh my god. Okay, so technically there were no humans left on the moon, but instead of just like leaving the room, there was actually a base on the moon, and there was actually a server that had the last bits of humanity, like memories and stories and tales from real life people that used to live there. back in the day. And now they try to infect that whole place, the whole server. Oh my god.
Viruses are in hot pursuit, and 10H's data is revealed to still be corrupted. She stays behind to buy time for everyone to go through the connection. At Earth, a backup pod containing everyone's data emerges from its container. What they find is a snowing wasteland full of weird and tall structures, much like those around the cage, and these have automatic artillery trying to shoot them down. In order to get through these defenses, they need to hack into antennas that supposedly are part of this place's network to shut them down. You know the drill by now. Each of these reveal part of a story. The story this time being about a boy and a girl, simply known as him and her.
Oh, so this is also like Drakengard.
To be the administrator of a massive server made to look like a plant. The Quantum Server, a magical server built with quantum physics and Maso, one of humanity's many backup plans to preserve its data. His only function was to observe human history as it unfolded, not able to interfere. The server was so powerful and full of bullshit quantum sci-fi that it was able to show him the future and how the world was trapped in an endless loop. History repeated itself again and again, in its own eternal recurrence, always ending with humanity's downfall, and him was forced to watch it as a bystander. Eventually, he realized time was not set in stone in only one particular way, but it could also branch into several possibilities based on the choices humans made. All these possibilities in and of themselves were still trapped in loops that always resulted in human extinction. But this discovery gave him hope. Hope that one day a particular set of choices could result in an outcome where humanity survived.
Okay. So they were trying to go through every possible outcome just to find one where things don't go too bad with the whole virus, infection, disease, robots. Oh.
To make a choice of his own, him created her to stave off loneliness, to help him understand the meaning of his own existence.
Wait, is reincarnation before Automata or is reincarnation after Automata?
Her traveled the sea of memory of the quantum server, and he showed her the nihilism he was forced to witness over and over again. Even so, they found comfort in each other, and he confided in her his dream of an outcome that would lead to a happy ending. And things continued on like that, until one day, one person entered the server and performed a miracle in front of their eyes through
it's
her
Kaine.
force of will to save her friend. Him understood then that this person just proved humanity's potential to blaze a new path, a future even he does not know, a future where humanity could be revived. Kaine's actions, however...
Oh my god! Okay, so this is reincarnation. Oh, and Kaine. Kaine. Because she was so stubborn. With the we had the whole ending with the flower. Oh my god.
Of the quantum server alongside him. By what's described as a miscalculation on his part, her ends up scattered, whatever that means.
And then when at the end of reincarnation, Kaine had like us, in their arms, and kind of promising that they will always protect and be there, That is crazy. So this is kind of what happened in between of that little ending moment.
She lived in an endless void, alone for what's implied to be an unfathomable amount of time. She eventually left the void, wandering alone through the broken quantum server, and met a young girl clad in red. She was damaged, corrupted, yearning for death and her own loneliness and meaninglessness after the war.
That is the virus from the end of Automata.
Had an enemy to defeat. Her offered the red girl a kind of salvation, merging her data into herself. Furious at her loneliness, with the data of the red girl and what remained of the quantum server, her froze and reshaped the Earth to form those tall structures, the buildings of the alien's homeworld. She came to the conclusion her bond to him is what caused her loneliness, and therefore her suffering. If she never knew bonds, she would never feel loneliness. So salvation lies in severing all bonds, in erasing meaning to existence once
So
and for all.
basically did the opposite of what the sibling did.
She vows to destroy humanity's last bastion of meaning, the cage, the human server on the moon. So she sends her viruses to attack and corrupt its data, two of which were Dark Mama and Papa, with the mission to trick the siblings into opening the pathway so she could more easily invade and delete all data from the cage. Theo, Lavanya, and Mama reach the birdhouse, hers hideout, a place between reality and cyberspace, and plead with her to stop this madness. She
Kaine is there, which means that it happens before Automata. It has to, because it's kind of like the ending for her in Reincarnation. Sorry, not Replicant. In Replicant. That is like the ending, the last ending you can possibly get in the game. Like right here. And then that moment is what sparked kind of like the situation right here where we are now.
Does not understand how her attempts to sever bonds that were already shaky to begin with only ended up
and then this
strengthening
character
fights all.
Basically, like with the black hair, that is the same virus from Automata at the end of that game, but now they transform. But in Automata we end up destroying them, so I suppose later on they turn into this.
All of the characters. The whole posse does not give up, stating her goal of simply destroying everything in order to feel nothing is not the answer, that their plights made them who they are, and even though it may be ruthless, this world is also beautiful. Even so, it's not enough. Her is too powerful and is able to seal all their emotions away, put Mama out of commission, and still stand to fight an exhausted Theo and Lavanya. Her traps Theo and is about to delete her when Lavanya refuses to let it happen, remembering how he swore to be by her side as a friend, and channels all the players' feelings toward the cage as power to be used.
Okay, so basically there's no possibility of saving. This is a possibility of winning they're talking about.
Meanwhile,
there's an outcome.
Theo lives through what her did, loneliness in a void for an unfathomable amount of time, only to then meet Lavanya and remember what they were fighting for. Lavanya, Mama, and all the other people from the cage managed to free Theo, and her is utterly defeated. Her attempts to flee to another branch to try again, but just before she manages to do that, Theo jumps in with her and asks Mama for a favor, to reincarnate into the real world alongside her in flesh and blood. She knows the loneliness her endured, and so is sure that if she has someone to stay by her side, this time she will realize life is not so bad. Presumably, this can only be done sparsely and through the same special and hard-to-come-by method Kaine used to restore NieR.
Yeah, okay, but it kind of repeats like with the siblings, so I hope the whole thing isn't just like destroyed once one of them dies, you know, and repeats again.
Earth is unfrozen, the alien structures crumble, machines and androids that were still alive regain functionality, and Theo and her are now together under a blue sky. Back at the cage, all the characters we've come to know go back inside their own stories, free of corruption, except for Yuzuki and Hina. But in a kind twist of fate, 10H's data is revealed to still be around, and the three of them rejoice at being able to stay in the cage outside the stories. Mama collects and fixes up all the stories and hands it over to another Mama and leaves to make a report, in a hierarchy that's heavily implied to answer to someone higher. This someone is heavily implied to be Accord.
Ah, to Accord.
And finally, after
all this... and then it connects back to her. They are the big boss. Oh my god. Okay. So Reincarnation is actually just a server on their ship and like their base that they have. The stories on that server is kind of like its own little game to create the weapons they use. And then they eventually finally break free because they are also kind of like have personalities and things. And then the last 3 characters that I suppose were the most important or like guided the lore. Actually, no, 5 of them survived the whole mess. 2 of them are together now. 3 of them live separated from the cage, but still inside of the server, which cage is the server. Oh!
We get to talk about Accord and all the mysteries surrounding.
But they will never be able
it,
to
which
get
I
out,
believe
but at
are
least
the
they can
connective
live.
Tissue that ties, somewhat retroactively, this whole series together as one big hidden narrative. She was introduced in Drakengard 3 as this kooky know-it-all who only speaks in cryptic terms that hint at bigger things that are never fully revealed. We know she is part of some association, and that said association instructed her with observing all timelines looking for what she calls singularities, people that are somehow capable of creating branches in a timeline. At the end of Drakengard
Yeah.
3,
Okay. Nitro, pay attention now, because the whole game is gonna be explained in the next, like 10 minutes, because Accord connects every single game together. Let's go!
Rage-inducing final rhythm challenge. Come on. The fuck, seriously? The camera just pans away from the rhythm songs?
That is basically what it is, yeah.
This is impossible without this. Anyway, after that part, we learned that Accord is actually multiple identical androids.
Oh,
presumably
Nitro, it's not even a spoiler. It's not even a spoiler, Nitro. It's like... when you have like this one red thread that goes through every game, and by every game I mean like Drakengard 1, Drakengard 3, NieR Replicant, NieR Automata, Reincarnation, and finally now, you know, I'm not good at connecting the thread together because like I forget and then like I don't notice and things. So I finally also myself, after many years, will find out how the games connect at all. Like, because yo, I have respect to you if you can do it yourself. Because I would never be able to. And Drakengard 3 you can't even play. And this is where she shows up the first time. Bro, you know, like, bro, you mad, bruh. I would go mad. I would go super crazy mad, bro. It's because we talked about Drakengard 3, and it's basically a game that hates you, but it wants you to complete the game, but everything about the game is designed to make you enjoy the least possible. That's why you had like this one segment with the flowers right here. This is only possible to achieve if you collected every single weapon in the game. And even then, like, this is just a YouTube video to show you the notes, but without those flowers, you have to really listen, right? And then often the camera doesn't even follow what the rings are, so all you have is your ears, and then the screen goes black at certain points too, but the music's still playing, so you have to still keep, like, pressing the button to the beat, you know? It's a really difficult franchise.
Anyway,
really hard.
We learned that Accord is actually multiple identical androids, presumably all working as expendable watchers of the multiverse. Accord is also mentioned throughout all post-Drakengard 3 media as an Easter egg. In NieR Replicant, for example, one of those journal entries by Yona that are shown during loading screens mentioned that she passed through her village as a merchant, pulling crazy stuff out of her bag. Oh, by the way, she is a merchant, alright? A weapons merchant. She sells weapons to Zero in Drakengard 3, and all the weapons for the rest of the series are therefore implied to have come from her. These weapons contain little stories, and as you level them up, you unlock new chapters.
But now we know what those weapons are, how they get those weapons, and why the weapons have those stories, because they are the personalities that are from Reincarnation.
Since the first game. Remember the way that the cage stores human data? Through
Yeah.
stories that are contained in weapons. This suggests the way Accords record and store all the information they witness is through these weapons, and that the cage follows that logic in its programming, which would explain how what's supposed to be a human-made server is actually capable of containing information from parallel timelines. Despite their apparent prime directive to not interfere with events, it wouldn't be the first time they do so. Supplemental material states that Accord lent a helping hand to the National Weapons Research Laboratory, the one that resulted in Emil.
Oh, and Emil split into like thousands of versions of himself to stop the whole like taking over Earth situation. Oh my god, they started it all too.
Reveals all weapon shops in the game are supplied by Accord. And of course, at the end of the Automata anime, the one that has rebuilt A2 in a different location is revealed to have been none other than Accord. This little moment is actually what planted the seed in me to finally do this video. There is this hidden narrative across all Drakengard media that involves Accord, and it's so cool to think about because it opens up new avenues for interpretation.
No, it also makes it so complicated that it's like sometimes hard to notice, and through different franchises and games, like again, you have to be like a person that is really good at connecting all those dots and threads to each other and remembering that info, you know? Wow.
Series meaning. Remember Cathedral City, a high-tech city that one day simply sprouted into reality in the Middle Ages? Well, supplemental material like the Five Intoners manga reveals that the Lords of the Land scavenged that manga's main baddie, a powerful android of some kind that was tasked with guarding the city's inner secrets. And before they managed to open the last wall to reveal the black sludge thing, they are greeted with a hologram of Accord, working as an automated security check. Of course, all of this begs the question. Well, where does Accord come from then? Who created her? And for what? Well, interviews with Yoko Taro do reveal some answers to these questions.
Oh, we're getting into interviews too. Oh my god, Geekouter, you are awesome. Thank you so much for collecting all the info, even the interview info, into this video. That is so cool.
The beans as to keep the mystique. Apparently, Accords were created somewhere in the Kingdom of Night, and their purpose is to closely monitor singularities in order to prevent a mysterious cataclysmic event called the Fall Down, or the Great Collapse in that one line from Zero's DLC in Drakengard 3. This event, according to Yoko, would be the self-destruction of all timelines, meaning reality itself. And not only that, but the whole Drakengard universe seems to be stuck on its own Nietzschean eternal recurrence. It has been a theory among the fandom that the Yokoverse is on a bootstrap time loop, where the events of Drakengard lead to NieR, and NieR's events lead into Drakengard. This theory was semi-confirmed by him's musings in Reincarnation, but there are other tidbits here and there in the lore. Remember the stage reading about Project Yorha? Well, there's this one interesting throwaway line by Xenia in the middle of it.
2 weeks ago, a vast portion of the Eastern Eurasian continent fell into the hands of machine life forms. Not only were we unable to deploy dragoons to the Kingdom of Night, but androids have begun to retreat from the front line.
By the year 11,937, the androids had some kind of weapon they called dragons at their disposal to fight the machines. In the official timeline from guidebooks, the year 6,230 is even stated to have been their first deployment. In Michael's novella from Drakengard 3, he states that in ancient times he fought insect-like beings, which could be understood as the aliens. Furthermore, Cathedral City is ostensibly mentioned as the birthplace of all magic.
Okay, and the aliens is what created all this stuff on NieR Automata. Oh, but it wasn't even the aliens, it was the girl in the red.
Series is not actually mystical bullshit, but sci-fi bullshit that's understood as magic by medieval peoples. All of the usual fantasy monsters, and most notably dragons, also sprang from Cathedral City, and while it may not mean anything, there's this little line from Michael during Zero's DLC that strikes me as poignant.
Perhaps I was expecting something from it. A release from the eternal cycle that bound me to the world for all time.
So the theory goes that Cathedral City somehow time-traveled from the futuristic world of NieR into the Middle Ages, leading to...
Wait, okay, Cathedral City teleported itself from Automata into medieval. You lost me, Yoko Taro. You lost me right now. What?
All of the stuff in
Has never happened before,
which
has it?
leaves even more enticing questions. What exactly is the flower? Or that black flower they find sealed deep in cathedral?
Oh yeah, because the flower is an... Oh, it bloomed out of nowhere. At the beginning here. Oh. That's why it... But... Huh? It's something with the flower. The flower did it.
Eddie, what exactly is the power of song bestowed by it? And what are the weird beasts it can summon that are interchangeably called angels or demons? Some stuff in Reincarnation may offer hints toward this, but who knows? Still, even more interestingly, this hidden narrative has been developing right under our noses through different media, starting in yet another mobile gacha game of all things. Sinnoh Alice was another game by Yoko Taro that's been discontinued and is implied to take place in the same universe as Drakengard and NieR through a number of
Whoa. Okay. They had even another game in the universe. I have never heard of it before. Ever.
Left by this gremlin. But for the purposes of this video, the interesting part pops up in the collaboration event with Drakengard 3. For the usual crossover reasons, Zero finds herself in the game alongside Accord, and one item obtainable from this event contains the most interesting description. August 2. The origins of Group B is still largely unknown. It is believed they come from an undiscovered branch. I suspect the reason why they remained unnoticed for so long is because they have set up recorders near singularities to keep us away from them. March 12. The last time there was a cataclysm, it gave rise to a large number of Group B. They even have weaponry capable of countering our aerial weapons. Things are getting out of hand. We've managed to keep them at bay so far, but if this situation continues...
Okay, so that is also canon because of these two. I understand. Okay. So just like this city teleported, she also teleported to a different world.
Completely overpowered. June 5. It seems...
See, but now I'm like, what about the collab? I know it's not relevant at all, and I know it's not canon, but it's just funny to think about. Because Overwatch had a collab with NieR Automata, and all those characters were in the game, and it would be funny if, like, that would be canon. I know it's not, it has nothing to do with it, but it would be so funny.
Seems that we recorder models will need to adapt. The development of replaceable armament parts is progressing, but more investment is needed. Weapons distribution needs to be increased to facilitate memory recollection. There is a lot of work to do. August 8. The previous recorder was destroyed by Group B. Since there is a possibility that it was captured, I'll have to request assistance from the association. And that was that, until the completion of the anime version of NieR Automata. Each episode featured a quick eye catch before and after each ad break. Dedicated fans paused the playback during these and noticed that this gibberish is actually hexadecimal code that can be translated into Japanese messages. Most of them are just flavor text without the context.
What? Bro, that is so sick. If Tini was here, he would be like, whoa, that is insane.
And you realize they actually look like reports done by someone who's observing and commenting on the events of the anime.
Oh, it's a corn.
The variant conditions of this branch have begun to...
It has to be a corn.
I will continue to observe events as they unfold. Episode 12. Due to the previous battle between the machine life forms and the androids, all signals from the preceding unit have been lost. I will continue to investigate with caution, with particular consideration to possible variations in Group B. Episode 15. Due to sustaining attacks from Group B, many records are now incomplete. A large number of variations have been confirmed in this branch. Staying vigilant for possible singularity.
Oh, it's okay, Nitro. Sleep well. Have a happy day tomorrow as well. And thank you so much for the early birthday. Thank you. Thank you, Dennis. Hello, Dennis.
19. A mutiny has occurred within the association. It has been suppressed. Details are under investigation. As many branch records were destroyed, we urgently need submissions of a repair plan. Episode 23. Signs of a covert Group B infiltration have been discovered. Gathering data. 2 investigative units have had their signals lost, requesting support to this branch. Final episode. urgent report on both 2B and 9S. It has been determined that the survival of these two individuals is likely connected to the cataclysm. All association members observe with maximum caution. Now, like I said in my previous video
To the
about
cataclysm, because it never
I do
ends.
not like to use this channel to theorize so that the video doesn't become immediately dated, especially if I'm wrong. But what the hell, just this once. I think Group B is a group of rogue accords that are acting on their own, fed up with the association's orders to not interfere. In Drakengard 3, that accord shows signs of gradually caring about Zero and the others, and skirts the line between observing and interfering.
Wait, the one that went rogue? Is that what you mean?
Rogue accords that are acting on their own, fed up with the association's orders to not interfere. In Drakengard 3, that accord shows signs of gradually caring about
Oh, and the one that kind of split from the other group kind of like got attached, you know, to the character.
Skirts the
Oh.
line between observing and interfering until the very end of the game, when she openly helps Zero win her fight against one, sacrificing herself in the process. This leads me to believe that accords are capable of breaking away from their directives to the point where they disagree with their masters. I believe this mysterious association is the one that not only caused but intentionally upkeeps this time loop, this eternal recurrence, because doing so somehow prevents the fall down. They tell Accord to look for
Oh, the
singularity, because
cataclysm.
those have the power to create new branches, some of which may result in breaking the loop, and as such they need to be, as Accord puts it, closed, locked away. Perhaps that's just another term for destroyed. Group B would then be a group of accords that got tired of witnessing and sustaining tragedy over and over and over and over again, and finally decided to take matters into their own hands, risking the so-called fall down.
Oh, I
Drakengard
see.
3 itself
Hello. Hi, General. Hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. Do. It is getting late. Ow, ow. Ba-da, 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 ba, ba. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Thank you, General. Thank you. Hi, hi. We are at the end of the video soon. And big shout out to Geekouter again. Thank you so much for creating this video. And shout out to General. Thank you so much for raiding. I hope your stream was great. It's my birthday tomorrow.
may have been one of the first attempts to do this by a rogue accord. NieR Automata version 1.1a was another, and maybe it worked. So that's that. That's my personal breakdown and analysis of the current lore for the Drakengard series as it exists at the time of this writing. But as I was writing this script, combing through endless side materials, playing games I hadn't got the chance to before, asking lore buffs on the internet to clear some things for me, some things changed. Instead of being inspired by this extensive mythos, I actually began to get annoyed. Annoyed at how much of it is scattered, hard to parse, sometimes even contradictory. And how, in wanting to explain it to people, I sometimes began to lose sight of the true reason that sparked the flame in me to create this behemoth of a video essay in the first place.
Oh, it's because it's so hard to find everything and connect everything, actually. I said it at the beginning, like when I started watching this video, that like I appreciate all the time and effort that like went into creating this, because I also know how incredibly difficult it is. And like I've been confused, you know? I played, like, bro, I read so much about it online too, but not about all the games, right? So even, like, I understand you is what I'm saying. I understand you. And I think you did an incredible job, Geekouter. I really think so.
It made me feel. In other words, its meaning. I saw myself falling prey to Dan Olsen's tweet. No meaning, only lore. No subjective feelings, only scavenger hunts to explain minor inconsistencies. Less about what these characters, these stories made me feel, more about how the sequential nature of events led to another in understandable fashion. And this is not what I set out to do. I just think engaging with media that way is not only boring, but it flattens the very point of art. to communicate our feelings to one another, to build empathy, to enrich our understanding of the world with meaning. Isn't that ironic coming from a series that so thoroughly champions optimistic nihilism? Back at my little sidebar about Nietzschean philosophy, I didn't mention one key aspect of his ideas that is often misunderstood. Yes, in his view, the world around us and our very existences have no meaning inherently, because God is dead. But that does not mean we should just roll over and fall to nihilistic despair. That would be what he described as the passive nihilist. But the positive nihilist would say that if there's no meaning to anything, one can create the meaning for themselves. For some reason, we humans simply need meaning in our lives. With the death of God in a metaphorical sense, Nietzsche simply argued...
I think even though this franchise and this game is like so complicated, I think through like... because you really have to analyze and you have to really go through like many different Reddit posts, you know, to really understand like what is happening, who is this, because there's a lot of crumbs of every tech detail everywhere. I still think it's like it builds such a strong community and like such a connection, you know? For example, I remember, right now it's probably like long time ago, but there was this one clip that kind of like got posted somewhere in the NieR, not even, actually I think it was NieR Automata community, and then kind of spread into like just the whole franchise, you know, where everyone was like, oh my god, is this real or is this not real? There was a person that found like a hidden door in the cathedral that nobody has ever found before, and the whole community exploded with theories and like opinions and checking their own game log, and so many people like checking every single thing in the code, or maybe it was a bug, maybe there was something special, and it took forever. And then at the end of the day, and at the end of the story, the person that posted it, I think they were kind of like pretending that they found it. In reality, they modded the game and added the room, but because it was so well done, people believed it, and it became like this huge thing that connected even more people and like engaged in the community, you know? So I think that can also be good. And I think it's kind of silly. I think it's silly that it happened at all, but it just kind of like explains the dedication for the franchise overall, that even no matter how obscure, it's still cool, you know? And like it gets a lot of people interested to like explore and check for themselves and play the game again, and it was just a cool time. It really was.
Can take many forms. It can be through religion, through your bonds with other people, through your life objectives, anyone need for self-actualization, or even through art. I am an atheist, and my personal god is art. To me, art is about communicating those hard-to-articulate feelings that live inside our minds, to share all our joys, doubts, sorrows, anxieties, passions, and the essence of our existence with our peers. And I think no art does it better than fiction writing. Fiction, in its many forms, is like magic to me. We create things from nothing, and these things are able to deeply touch the hearts of others in ways that a mere conversation never could. Through stories, we are able to discover new perspectives, put ourselves in someone else's shoes, build empathy, learn new things about ourselves and the world around us.
The art connects so many different people and personalities and cultures and things, and oh my gosh, art is incredible. I mean, we have so many things because of art, you know? Just VTubers alone, man, like there would be none if there was no art. Like museums, you know, culture, churches, the beautiful windows that they have in churches. None of it would exist if not for art, man. Crazy.
Condition with more
an expression, you know, expressing yourself.
At least for now, allows. Stories make us care more. Become better people. There's a lot of meaning in the fact that the cage does not store information as a dry, matter-of-fact encyclopedia of facts, but as stories. These are not just a sequential description of past events. They are narratives infused with the subjective living of its characters. Much like this video is not just a lore-explained video. I don't want to explain art to people. I want to share what I felt experiencing said art. I want to summarize plots because that's my own way of telling stories. There's a reason this video is full of clips directly showing what I consider key emotional moments, information being presented.
Yeah, I really like how you did it all in this video. I really enjoyed like everything about it. I really did.
Or just creating a mood in the background. I'm creating a narrative. I'm doing art. I'm trying to entertain you as opposed to lecture you about what happened in this series. This is what I think is truly meaningful. This is what I think is actually capable of inspiring interest in newcomers who know nothing about this series. Doing that is fun. Forcing myself to play through games I didn't enjoy or spending hours upon hours researching the validity of details for a made-up universe is not. What is fun about the series, even when the products themselves aren't that well done, is in its meaning. It relentlessly presents you with miserable circumstances only to them show you a light at the end of the tunnel. Zero was a vicious
yeah, and like the often in like specifically in this team and like NieR franchise, really, it's very about connection with other people, hope, not giving up. No matter how hard it is, like it will be okay, just fight through it, you know? And even if it burns to the ground and things go bad, like just try again, you know, because that's what those characters keep doing and they don't give up no matter what. And you can really truly see yourself in some of them too. That's what I think is so beautiful about art too.
Unhappiness, but through her defiance of a world she simply cannot accept, she finds comfort in friendships even then. Kaim was a crazed killer consumed by revenge, but in one branch of Drakengard 1, he finds meaning and comfort in the love he comes to feel for Angelus, crying at her sacrifice. NieR, Kaine, and Emil lived in a doomed world. Their entire journey was completely pointless, and yet they fought for the meaning they found in each other, going so far as to create a miracle in the process just so they could live their dying days together. In Automata, literal puppets that lived and died for a cyclical lie still found meaning in such a meaningless world. In Reincarnation, data from the cage, literal echoes from a long-dead species, still claim their right to live, to love, to befriend, to care, to exist as beings with feelings that deserve to be acknowledged despite the suffering they bring. People oftentimes say Drakengard is a depressing ode to nihilism, that it can be summarized by, and then it got worse. I staunchly disagree. This world Yoko Taro and many others created is the very opposite of meaninglessness. It's a celebration of creating our own gods. It's an ode to humanity.
Oh, that is such a good video! It is an ode to humanity. Wow, what a quote. Oh, and all the stories and how they connect. Oh man. And they all lost something, you know? Oh, sorry, there's like 10 seconds left. Thanks for watching. All footage sound research in the credits below. Go and check out Geekouter. Thank you so much again, really, for creating such a beautiful video. That is so cool. That was such an experience too. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Wow. Okay, I'm really happy I watched it. I really, really am. I have such a better understanding of Accord, of Reincarnation, of Replicant Shades, of timeline, of like what happened when. Certain things are still a little vague, but I guess that's just like NieR. Wow, that was cool. That was really, really cool. Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm really happy. I'm so happy we checked it out. I'm so happy. Wow, and I loved like the ending too, where you would like combine all the clips from different moments and you tell it like next to each other. Oh my god. And the fact that like the last humanity that exists is inside of the server, literally turning like being turned into weapons, but like that is the last humans went extinct, right? So like they only live on that one server right now. Oh my god. So there's only like 4 humans in a way left in existence of NieR till this day. Oh my god. Because one of them is the virus, so I don't think I was a human. Oh man, Drakengard 1? You wanna play the first one? Whoa! That is crazy. Please stream it if you do. I wanna watch it. I wanna watch. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, I'm gonna be ending really slowly. I just have to see what people are up to on Twitch. Oh, okay, let's rate one of my friends. They are doing a spooky collab. But it's like, oh my god, it looks kind of funny. It's like spooky, but it's funny because they also have abilities and things. I never seen this game before, but it looks like such a like fun time with friendos. So we're gonna be rating Mummy. 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 Oh, Thank you so much for today. Thank you. And see you in the weekend. Sadly, not Friday, because I'm going out with my family to eat. Like I chose a restaurant and everything. I'm so excited. So no stream Friday, but there's gonna be a stream in the weekend. Thank you so much, everyone. Now we all know a little bit more about NieR and Yokotaro. Happy early birthday! We will see what happens tomorrow. I don't know. I have no clue about tomorrow. Yay! Okay. I'm writing out. Bye-bye. See you very soon. See you. Oh, also, the channel for birthday closes tomorrow. If you still want to like join and add something at last minute, you can still do it today. But it closes tomorrow. I wanted to let you know. Bye-bye. Thank you. Explanation point Discord if you want to still join and leave a message. Thank you for today, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye. 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 Bye.